Movers. I'm your host, Trader Prad, with the beautiful Miss V.
Thank you, Brad. What an exciting day, guys. Tesla earnings and many more things are happening in the market. I hope you're in a profitable territory. Please, as usual, be active on the chat. Ask us anything. And like this video, Brad, did you trade today?
Yeah, I'm in a trade right now.
Cool.
So far my trades have been kind of iffy. Not the best start for the day so far. But day's not done yet. I'm in a winning trade now, which is good. I'll start off how my day started off with. So I'll give you a quick little recap of how my day started. Quick little long over here around yesterday's lows for AMC, got stopped out, but very small size. And I actually got a bigger size exactly near yesterday's low, which was around $17.30. Got stopped out on that too. So I gave up on AMC. A pretty decent loser on AMC, but nothing that we can't work out of using other stocks. After AMC, we jumped over to PayPal over here. We jumped over to PayPal where we took a nice little long in front of 93. We got out around 93.70, waiting for a possible move to 94. That move never came out. It came back down to 93, 92.70s or so. We loaded back and we got stopped out on that trade over there. A winner overall on this trade setup. And then back down over here, we got long on the weak break of 90. Was it a week break of 92? Well, not a week break of 92. I guess around when market S&P 500 hit 4480. I remember the 4480 level from yesterday on the S&P 500 because I was actually waiting for the 4500 level. The 4500 level never came into play yesterday, and 4480 was the high of the day, and then we went all the way back down to 4444, which was the level we always talk about, 4445, 4444. It bounced off of that at one point in the day. So I remember that 4480 level, and when S&P 500 came down to 4480, I was looking to go long on stocks such as PayPal and maybe even AMC. Missed out on the AMC long over there, but we are in a nice little PayPal long. We did take some wins out already, about 30-40 cents in the money, and now we're holding 70% of our size left for a possible bigger move on AMC in case the market decides to go up north. So this is the winning trade that I am in. And sadly, I did have a 213 short on Netflix over here on the way down. 213 short. We got down as low as I believe my best outs were almost $1 in the money. But the last few shares came back through 213 and stopped me out on the last few shares. I guess I can't be complaining about it right now because it just as you guys can see, Netflix is now well above 213, and I would be in the losing position if I had not have had a stop out for a loss for the last few shares. So very happy. Netflix #1 trade of the day. We're trying to see what we can do with PayPal over there, and we're waiting to talk about all other stocks that you guys are having fun with. I know Tesla had earnings. I know Miss V probably had some Tesla trades that she wants to share. So yeah, feel free to throw all the tickers in the chat. We're here to talk about it for you guys. Welcome to Market Movers.
That's right. I'm trying to open our watch list, but
No problem. Take your time. I can keep on going. Netflix obviously ripping right now, and I heard Sean going, "Wow, Facebook!" And how else do you go? How else do you react when you see Facebook doing this, right? Facebook getting smacked down to the downside today. Absolute destruction happening on Facebook. He said he was $8 in the money. That's right. That's the Sean power, baby. That's the Sean catalyst. That's the sticky note catalyst. Hope you guys, I don't even know if you put it on the sticky note today. One day that I don't read a sticky note, I miss out on a trade like this. Unlucky me. But hopefully you guys took advantage of that trade on the sticky note and smacked this trade to the downside. Another weekday on Facebook, continuing from yesterday. We had an upgrade coming in on Facebook yesterday, which was around $300. I think Miss V said Facebook got updated to 300.
Citigroup, I believe.
And then Facebook just went straight downwards direction instead, and Facebook's basically continuing that downward dog move over here all the way to 193.35, which is the low of the day with 12 million shares traded. I'm expecting Facebook's relative volume to be relatively high. Oh, not even 2, but it is 1.62, which is not bad at all. Going back to PayPal right now. PayPal, we are 50 cents in the money. Let's see if we can get a nice room even more higher. Ignore those red candles because I have a stop out over here for a loss in case it does whipsaw right back to the downside. So these profit targets are actually being colored as purple triangles, almost as a short, but really they're not a short entries. They're just exit for my longs. Over here, it was different because I did not have a stop out. I manually stopped myself out. But over here, since it is time to be on the show, time to talk about other stocks in general, it is better to just have a stop out and have the stop automatically kick me out of my trade in case I am wrong. That way, I can float around with stocks. Miss V?
Yeah, so guys, we have news on Tesla. Definitely great earnings report. Yesterday after the close, Tesla reported a Q1 revenue of 18.8 billion, which is higher than Wall Street estimates, and also Q1 adjusted earnings per share $3.22, also beat estimates. And Elon Musk said Tesla can reasonably achieve 60% vehicle. Am I pronouncing it right? The cars, vehicle?
What's that?
Vehicle, the word. Do I pronounce it right? Vehicle?
Oh, vehicle. Yeah, vehicle, same thing.
Delivery growth is here. Sorry for that. So, and guys, I was long biased. I was telling you this even yesterday, and I think I nailed it. So I got first long a Tesla at 8:37 in pre-market. I think it's the earliest time I ever started to trade. But I saw the strength in the name. I saw that we want to run on Tesla. I got in at 10.62, out at 10.64, so like $2 in the money. Then I re-entered at 7.73, got out at 7.78, so around $5 in the money. Then in here, like I made $1 profit, but I had to go to ring the bell, guys. It was right at the open, so I didn't want to leave my position in the situation like that. And then I had another entrance at 10.82 and out at 10.88, so approximately like $16 per share in the money on this trading. And guys, I got out of my last long right at the top at 10.88, and since then Tesla just starting to go lower and lower, and we are already nearing this 10.45 level. So we'll be waiting for that when we get there, if Tesla want to rebound. But again, I almost had a heart attack in the morning, so I'm super satisfied with my trade today, and I don't want to experience any FOMO. But if Tesla goes higher, if I see great levels for myself, I will definitely get in, or even not, I will be reviewing Tesla and supporting if you will, guys. And also I believe we have at 1 p.m. we have Powell. We have Powell speaking. So again, I'm not sure if I want to be in a trade before that, but if during Powell speaking I see some crazy spike of volume and the movement, I might just aggressively get in and get out. That's what it is, and definitely I will hit this Tesla animation because we love Tesla. This is my most profitable day since I'm live.
Let's go.
So I'm super happy. Even Greg, our floor manager, shaked my hand and said that it was a good trade.
Yeah, you did really good over there. Beautiful entries and quick little scalps. I love the scalps on Tesla. Good job. And congratulations on your best day. I just wanted to elaborate too. She had a plan yesterday. She said last earnings, Netflix came bad. Netflix fell off. Tesla came good. Tesla went up. She saw this happen in history. She was ready for it to capitalize on the opportunity. Tesla comes out with great earnings report, even with shortages. They even guide or wanting to ramp up on the deliveries and everything, so she was prepared for it, and that's all it takes, right? Notice something happen in past, be ready for something like that to happen again, and smash that trade. So good job on even mentioning it yesterday and then carrying that forward today. That's basically what I want to say 80% of trading is. It's noticing something that happened in the past, being ready to do the same thing again when it shows up, and when it shows up, you smash that. So Miss V, beautiful trading on Tesla, and we know the Tesla catalyst that I mentioned already. Some other sectors that are also hot today are actually the airline sector. American Airlines, United Airlines, both having earnings report. I believe they both missed on their earnings, but they guided for a really bright future, a really bright next quarter coming up over here, because obviously COVID ramping down a little bit, at least in the North American side. Where they're watching these the bookings for tickets start ramping up too. So American Airlines jumped up, I believe, about 9% or 10% in pre-market to the upside, along with UAL, which is United Airlines. Oh, United Airlines is actually still going to the north side after jumping up, but American Airlines doing the opposite of it a little bit. I actually had an idea that, you know, maybe this move that we're seeing in the airlines in pre-market, it's a little overextended. We are going to come back down. That idea is playing out in American Airlines, but it's not really playing out in United Airlines. So your airlines ETFs today, which would be Jets ETF on Amex. Jets ETF is let's see what is in the holding of Jets ETF. How do I do this? Can I get a new tab? JetsETF.com. ETF.com, Jets ETF. What is in this one as a number one weightage? So here we go. American Airlines 11%, United Airlines another 11%, Delta with almost 11% over there, and then we got a bunch of little baby ones overall. So Delta or Dallas, yeah, Delta is DAL, I believe, DAL. Let's go check out what DAL is also looking like today. Nice little move along with their partners in crime, which is American Airlines and United Airlines, and hence Jets ETF today up 4.75%, almost 5%, or was more than 5% at one point, with 9 million shares traded. Looks like airline sectors are back in play. Something that I do want to focus on, maybe, just maybe, I haven't looked at it yet, I just want to see if this is something that it has a sympathy play, which is your cruise liners, CCL, RCL, and vice versa, your other cruise liners. Is it possible that they have a sympathy play long? Does that not look like the Jets ETF to you? Let's quickly go back to the Jets ETF. Look at that. It looks a little bit like the Jets ETF, right? Let's go to RCL also. Let's go take a quick look at RCL today. RCL also up, but RCL looking a lot more like American Airlines over here than United Airlines, which is actually just on an upward trajectory. So let's actually go look at American. Here we go. American trying to come back to the downside a little bit, maybe test support near $20 in general. Today's low apparently $19.95, but that's probably a pre-market low, so you can ignore that number. And United Airlines, let's quickly go to United Airlines on NASDAQ. All right, so here we go. United Airlines going to the upside. I actually taken out 52 not too long ago, and now using the 52 areas, VWAP around 5160, using this whole area as a support to see if we can find buyers and rip higher and higher and higher. If you were to take a plane, Miss V, what would your preferred airline of choice be? Let's say you're going to America.
Well, first of all, like I've never traveled on American Airlines, right? Because like any of US airlines, because we've never been in the USA, unfortunately. But I would say I would prefer like when you go to Arab Emirates. Well, which one you use? Emirates? I think so. Emirates. I've never flied with them too, but I saw like how it looks inside and like service. Also, I heard Turkish is a good one.
Oh yeah,
and I remember I was flying to Switzerland.
They're probably cute girls in the Turkish Airlines.
I don't know, maybe Brad, maybe. Oh, every plane has cute girls, like
stewardesses. Yeah,
they're all cute. Stewards also. And yeah, but when I was flying to Switzerland, it was such a nice plane, and they were bringing like Swiss chocolate and so on and so forth. So it was very nice, and like they had like that white leather seats.
Okay.
It was super nice.
Were you flying business over here?
No, it was just economic class. And like when you fly to Switzerland, you literally see mountains from the window. Wow, yeah.
Nice.
So it was very cool. But I was like 16, so it was a long time ago. What about you?
I've only flown like maybe like some Indian Airlines, Air India, Jet Airways, Emirates for sure, Lufthansa, and Air Canada. Those are the only flights I've taken. But my brother and my sister, they come from like a rich family, and I see their pictures of like Emirates in business class, and it's just like, wow, it's so beautiful, it's so luxurious. One day we'll do it, and I'm just like a little jealous of them, like, wow, you guys get to like fly in these like absolute like cabins. Like,
It's
you
a
got your own
cabin
cabin.
yeah. And the
It's
food they bring,
wonderful.
oh my God,
You get to
like,
select your food off a
yes.
menu.
Like they even bring like varieties of cheese
Yeah.
for you, like with wines. Like, come on.
Garbage. They treat economy like filth.
Yeah,
They
well,
treat economy like filth.
one day, Prad.
One day indeed. But Chad apparently is talking about, well, what's it called? Brad killed all coolness by drinking from a juice box? Well, I'm drinking from a juice box again then. Brad's not here to be cool. Brad's here to have fun and trade stocks, all right? But no, some people are talking about Dallas. Apparently Dallas all the way. Or was it not Dallas? Delta all the way. I keep thinking of Dallas as soon as I see DAL because of the hockey team DAL. Dallas All-Stars, I believe is the name. It's not All-Stars. Is it All-Stars? I'm tripping. Anyways, moving away from that, let's go talk about Twitter real quick, because 8 minutes ago, Brandon in our work chat put in, Twitter says they are in receipt of an updated, non-binding proposal from Elon Musk. So Twitter getting a nice little move up off that news probably 8 minutes ago that they got a possible new tender offer from Elon, and Elon obviously mentioning that he is looking to spend about $40 billion or something. Dallas Stars, not All Stars. Thank you, Dallas Stars. I knew it was something Stars. Man, I don't know why I thought All Stars. I tried. But yeah, so Twitter getting a new offer over there. CNBC in an updated filing published Thursday Musk said that given the lack of response from Twitter's board, he is now exploring a tender offer to purchase some or all shares of the company directly from its stockholders. So we knew that was gonna come out. Elon's going to do whatever he can to make this deal go through, and is trying his best, right? That's all we can say. I'm actually waiting for that 48 level on Twitter today if it does come into play to trade off of. So far, yeah, we've not seen anything come out of that. Why is Facebook so down?
I see the news that Russia added Mark Zuckerberg to sanctions list on the news.
Okay.
And besides that, I also see that Credit Suisse cut target price to 272 from 336, and user reports indicate Facebook is having problems. So 3 major news I can see on one day.
That's big.
That's big.
Yeah, that's for sure big over there. Thank you, Miss Wee, for that on-time update as to what's going on with Facebook overall. So yeah, as you guys can see, a big price cut. Well, yesterday they had an upgrade to $300. Today they have a downgrade from 340 to 270 something.
Yes.
And then they also have a bunch of other catalysts. So Facebook just getting beat down. In my opinion, they should, right? I'm not the biggest advocate for social media, so anytime Facebook, which is a big social media giant, pops off like that, only thing I can do is hate on them. But the metaverse side, I'm still waiting to see how the metaverse side comes into play in the universe for all humanity in general. Looks like right now though, while we're talking about the stock market, PayPal is turning around from us. We have about 60% of our bag still. Maybe we can load some more. Markets also getting turning around. S&P 500 not looking like it wants to hold up at 4480, so getting ready to go a little bit lower. Hopefully 4480 holds on S&P 500 the way we traded around 4480 yesterday. If I was to show you right here, bang. So look at that, the 1, 2, 3 tops, and then even today we had this double top breakout in pre-market. I don't even know if you want to even think about it as pre-market because futures trade all the time, but yeah, low volume period, double top around the same 4480, continuing with the triple top, so you can call it a penta top, and now we're expecting buyers to come in around these prices and not let the stock go too far to the downside from there. And PayPal is actually right back to our entry, so I'm thinking about loading up our bag again on PayPal. That way we have our size that we originally started with, and now we're not giving it too much of a risk, pretty much giving it up to the low a day, which is now 91.34. Let's see if PayPal goes below 91.34, or we can work our way into another beautiful long entry with a better average than our previous average, and now we're instantly 11 cents in the money. Let me just quickly send out my stop. 91.91. 329 and blank amount of shares. Awesome. Our stop has been sent out, and now we're just waiting to see what PayPal can do for us. Looks like S&P 500 will try to hold 4,800 for us, in which case our longs will still be in play. Let's go quickly cover AMC, see if we can work on an AMC long, which is something that we got burnt on off the open a little bit. So now that AMC is closer to $17, this is the level on AMC that I was looking at, the $17, 1687 area. So if AMC can get down there, maybe we can get a nice little scalp on AMC too. But since I already lost on my long 3 times on it, I'm a little wary. I'm a little hands off on it. I don't want to be forcing a trade on this side, obviously.
But I also see that people talk about that VERU, that it's popping. I had to reload my charts real quick, so maybe we can take a look at that one and find out. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah, VERU going crazy one more time. We remember watching VERU go crazy not too long ago, actually halting and giving us a nice halt long. If you guys remember trading that stock along with us, looks like actually market will go lower. PayPal, we did get stopped out on PayPal right there on the push to the downside for anyone wondering. But nice little winning scalps on PayPal all the way through before we get stopped out. Going back to VERU though. Going back to VERU, yeah, like I said, this stock, we've been watching it go crazy not too long ago, halting on the way up. Today, it is heating up. Let's see what levels would we run into on VERU to the north side. Maybe we're expecting this day's high around 13 bucks, let's say $12.89, $13 to come in as a barrier, but we also have these highs over here as near 14.20 as another barrier. Let's see how VERU does so in the current candle that it's trying to take out, which is the $13 high. Very much so possible with the momentum that it has right now. 6 million shares traded almost before lunchtime. Let me just quickly do this for Brandon, who has a trade to share with us later in the day. Our guest trader of the day.
Ooh, I'm excited. Yeah, I was sure that some of the traders will come today, because on the day like today, I know that a lot of people here love Tesla also.
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon.
Yeah,
Is
Brandon.
it Brandon?
Brandon.
Yeah, I see. I knew it's Brandon.
Yeah, it was Brandon. But I don't know if it was a Tesla trade or not. No, it was not a Tesla trade, sadly.
Anyways, good.
Yeah,
Less competitors.
Exactly. More perspectives, more ways of how people trade. Just I guess more things for you guys to learn about from other sides, not just us. 1 o'clock, Powell. Yeah, so Powell's basically coming on at 1 o'clock today, talking about just at a conference he's having. I think it's called the International Monetary Fund debate about the global economy and so on. So Powell's gonna be on there. Hopefully he doesn't say anything too wild. I don't expect the interest rate hike coming in or anything. So we'll see what happens. We'll see if anything crazy is being said and if the market moves on that note. But as I mentioned, I'm not expecting anything too wild to be said or anything too out of a hand to be talked about, or the interest rates to be raised either. So if anything does happen along those lines, we will be here to cover that for you. We'll also be here to maybe trade that for you if we find any good trades on the futures or anything. So without a doubt, stay tuned. 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's not Pacific, Eastern Standard Time.
Also wanted to real quick talk about Tesla, guys. So again, I would definitely give it a room all the way to 1040s in here, and personally I would wait until that 1 p.m. as we were talking and see what's happening. Again, I still suppose that Tesla might get all the way to highs, but again, let's not forget we're still up more than 7% on the day, which is actually great. We are trading now in 1047 area, which is also amazing. I was expecting more volume on Tesla. I mean, now it's actually 16 million volume. During this move, it was like around 8 million volume, which is regular for Tesla. Now, actually, volume is coming into this name. But again, let's see. I would be careful and wait until I really see the Tesla wanna go higher. But anyways, if you caught that short, great drop on Tesla. Also, it gave both opportunities for everybody today. Short biased and long biased.
Yeah, Tesla, absolute monster today off that catalyst, 7% up, but still not helping Nasdaq as I would like it to help. You know, Nasdaq only up 0.66% today. What is bringing Nasdaq to the downside a little bit? You know, we saw Apple above 170, Apple up 2%, Microsoft also up another good 2% or 1%, I believe. Yeah, 1.2% on Microsoft over here. So most of the tech stocks, ooh, nice little bump up in futures over there. So let me see if I can get right back into my PayPal long. Let's see if they give me any entries. They did not. And we're just gonna take out some size over there. Quick little entry on PayPal to see if we can get back in at the lows, while the market made a nice little move back to 44.80 over here after hitting 44.75 on the downside. So coming back to Microsoft and PayPal though, so Microsoft only $1 away from 290, or a couple cents away from 290 realistically. Very easy, very possible for it to go right through and stay in the green territory where it has been most of the day. And Apple, man, the stock is never a reason to be fearful of Apple holders. Even if it goes down to 166, we're immediately back above 170 the next day. Apple does not care about anything. Apple does what Apple wants. Same thing as Tesla a little bit, right? Tesla does what Tesla wants at the end of the day. It's a king of its own domain. King of its own domain. DWAC dumping hard. Looks like DWAC is DWACking, but to the wrong direction. DWAC actually selling off big time right now. A lot of size also. Well, not a lot of size, but a decent amount of shares being traded today. About 1 million shares traded already on DWAC. I remember yesterday, same time, DWAC wasn't even trading 1 million shares, and relative volume 1.2. So anytime over 2 is better, but anytime over 1 is kind of indicative of you know, if maybe something is going on, and you can see that something is indeed going on. Multiple dollars have been taken out on DWAC to the downside, about to go test supports. My expectation, or my guess, oh, they're talking about something else. Okay, my guess is that you know, this is something to do with the Twitter news that just came out not too long ago, and the tender that Elon is looking to re-up on, or put in a new tender, however you want to put it, for that Twitter acquisition trade that he's looking to make. So we'll just have to wait to see what ends up happening with DWAC and Twitter over the coming few days. Is DWAC heavily shorted? I expect it to be heavily shorted, yes, but I don't see the short float on my platform. Maybe Miss V can see it on her platform.
Sorry, what?
DWAC? Short float?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, Miss V will check what it is on her side. In the meantime, let me also check here to see if I can
free
find
float
it.
on DWAC is 28 million. So
short float.
Oh, short interest?
Yeah.
No, I can't.
No, yeah, we don't have the numbers for the DWAC short, sadly. SWVL running. You have anything, Miss V?
I have here a message from Omar Issa, iceberg on Roblox at 35.50. So I'm not sure how can I see if there is an iceberg or not. You in power to see?
Yeah.
Cool. So maybe we can learn now how to see the
iceberg. Yeah, you'll be able to see it too. You just have to, you know, watch it when the stock goes down. So sadly, we won't be able to see it right now. But what an iceberg order is basically a sophisticated trader hiding the amount of size he or she or they want to take. That way the market doesn't start front running them, especially people like myself or even Luca or even Miss V. We see a big order like that sitting on the book. The first thing we're trying to do is front run that order and use that order as a support level. So sometimes what people will do is they'll show only one on the book over here, and that basically means 100 shares. But every time we go down to, let's say the number was 35.50, I believe is what the viewer said, every time we go to 35.50, it prints shares back to back to back, and it's more than 100 shares being printed, right? But at the end of the day, there's only 100 shares being shown. So that's called an iceberg order, because all you see is the tip of the iceberg, not the whole picture. Or this won't make sense. All you see is the tip of the juice box, but you don't see the overall juice box where the most of the juice is. All you see is the tip of the straw. So that's like the iceberg order. You don't know how much of the juice there is until you actually go test the juice box by picking it up. So if
Makes
there is an
sense.
iceberg order at 35.50, we don't know how big of an iceberg order that is. It could be a baby iceberg order. It could be a big iceberg order. But what you can do is have a long in front of that order. And in case when that order does break, you get out for a tiny loss. Roblox already down big time on the day today, down 3%. PayPal about to go break 91 to the downside. Market about to also go a little bit lower. Looks like S&P 500 cannot hold 44.80. And there goes PayPal.
Brad, a few people in the chat talk that DVAC short interest is 11.79, 12.45, and 12.92. So like around 11, 12, I would say, according to the chat.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, look, I believe PayPal, not PayPal. DWAC is a heavily shorted stock. You know, it makes sense. As many lovers there are for ex-President Trump, there are equal amount of haters for it too. And there's a lot of people who just like standing, and I'm probably one of them, right? There's a lot of people who just like standing on top of the hill and saying, bad company, bad company, bad company. This company sucks. That company sucks. That company sucks. I'm one of them who does that. I did that to Roblox. I did that to Peloton, right? So I'm not complaining about people doing that, but there will be people who actually put money behind their complaining over there of how bad a company is. Now, I'm not saying DWAC is bad, but I'm saying there are people who probably believe in that. So they're short DWAC the same way people who believe in Trump and believe in DWAC, they're long on DWAC. So that clash of titans going on either side of the battle is what's moving the stock. The psychology, the clash of the titans, the clash of the mentality is what's creating this whole battle that we're seeing right now. So only time will tell. Only time will tell. We cannot tell. I don't have a crystal ball. I know Miss V doesn't have a crystal ball, or maybe she does because she's smoking these Tesla longs over there. Miss Crystal Ball V over
Thank
here.
you.
But yeah, you know, all fun and games. We can't predict the future. All we can do is play with the variables that are presented to us, and the current variables are people are favoring Twitter because of Elon, and DWAC is coming off. But I think once DWAC blows up, or if DWAC blows up, DWAC will start moving up to the north side one more time. Netflix, please. And how are you, Prad? Hey, Josh, I'm doing great. And yeah, for sure, we can go right to Netflix over here. Netflix actually moving north right now while the market's going down. How is this even possible? So not sure what's going on with Netflix, but Netflix obviously moving into the north direction while the market's saying no, we're actually going to take out the lower day for NASDAQ. NASDAQ, is that the lower day on NASDAQ? I believe it is. Let me just quickly go here. NQ. Bang, 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 bang. And yeah, there we go. Lower day. What is this line I have? 14,068. Not sure why I have that line over here. I guess from this day's low, 14,068 area. Look at the number of lows we've created on this bottom. What is this? That's not even 14,068, Prad. That's just 14,000 flat. This is the 14,068 level. Now, oh, that just happens to be the high of this area. I don't really like that line that much, so I'm just gonna remove that line. And now we'll just leave it. We'll just leave that one. Who cares, right? But let's see how NASDAQ behaves around 14,000, which was the level yesterday that we bounced off of, as you guys can see right here. We did go a little bit lower than 14,000. We bounced off of it later on in the day, giving you a nice long off that level. So coming back to Netflix, as we were saying, very surprising to watch Netflix actually go in the opposite direction of the market, which means an opportunity to maybe short Netflix coming up very soon for us, especially around maybe these 216, 215 areas. Let's see if we can take a nice little short over here on Netflix, which is on SSR day 2 for anyone who does not know what that is. It's basically because the stock was down more than 10% yesterday, so that puts the stock on SSR, which means you cannot short the stock when it's going down by taking off the size of the bids. You have to sit on the offer or ask, however you want to describe it. You have to sit on the right side of the book in order to get short, and you can only do that when the stock is going up. So we are short right now. We're giving it about 50-cent risk on the break of 216. So let me just throw that right now. 216.01 on the break of 216, we get at it for a loser, but right now now we are in a nice little short. It was 30 cents in the money, but now we're only 11 cents in the money. Let's see if we take that 50-cent hit or if we get a nice little winner on the short on Netflix over here, especially because the market is going to the downside, but Netflix is not.
Good luck on your short on Netflix, Pride. I hope it will turn profitable for you. A lot of people obviously talk about Tesla charts, so maybe both of us can talk a little bit on that. So I think, guys, not think, but like this level, 1045 looks like a key level. And again, I would give it a room, even go to 1040. As you can see, we can also see the room in here until 1040s. But from 1040 to 1045 is a good area. But again, personally, I would first see really Tesla to want to go to the upside, and when it wants to go, you will see it wants to go. Definitely, if we show strength above that level, or we will show that we on the opposite wanna break to the downside at 1040 level, then I would make a decision. Currently, I don't see trade for me in Tesla, but this 1045 level is a good one, and if we will start to move like sideways on this level, might be a good sign that we want to try to go higher.
Yeah, Tesla obviously moving off the earnings report catalyst over there. Earnings season, there's going to be a lot of stocks moving around off of earnings, and a lot of fun for us to be having on the markets over here. So right now we're waiting to see how Tesla behaves around these yesterday's high of 1035, let's say, nice and round, even number 1035. So we're waiting to see how Tesla behaves if it does end up going to the downside there today. I don't think it goes that far to the downside, but if it does, I believe we'll find some good support coming in. One thing that does, put a little bit of a fear in me about Tesla is, we saw how weak Netflix was off the earnings report yesterday. Tesla's actually on the opposite side of it. I was expecting it to be equally strong off of a good earnings report, but it is not as strong as I thought it would be. But we're still very close to all-time high on Tesla. Nothing to be scared about. All-time high is 1243, and we're currently at 200 points away from 1243, so nothing really to be crying about, nothing really to be upset about. But obviously, if you guys see what's happening with the overall market, PayPal getting beat down every single day, NVIDIA still losing its value, AMD losing its value, almost everything around the board is losing its value, but the S&P 500 still very close to all-time highs, and NASDAQ is also couple grand away from away from all-time highs also. So just goes to show how much more the market could really bleed if it wants to, off of what's it called, the interest rate changes, possible other tensions in Ukraine and Russia based, or even Taiwan and China based. So there's a lot more fear in the market, I feel, more than there is the willingness to load up just yet.
But a few people talk about Disney. I'm not sure if we talked about that yet, but we're just 0.16% to the downside, which pretty much flat, but looks like it's a big move to the downside. And also we have 6 million volume, and I didn't see any news on Disney.
Yeah, Disney, the news on Disney is for the most part just Netflix. It's going to move around a little bit along with Netflix for a couple of days at least, have a sympathy play in it. Let's actually see if it does look like a lot like Netflix. So Disney, not looking like Netflix at all. So, but it's still going to the downside along with Netflix. Obviously, Disney has a lot more than just streaming on Disney. What's their website called? Disney Plus? I believe it's called Disney Plus, right? Plus. So it's not just Disney Plus. They have a bunch of other ventures that they work with. So Disney does not have to 100% follow sympathy with Netflix, but a part of it did come off yesterday thanks to the Netflix earnings report that smacked Netflix to 30% of the downside. Disney, I am still very bullish on Disney. I talked about this. I do believe Disney will be a strong contender for the streaming side, and they will eventually take over the streaming side along with what's it called? They'll eventually take over the streaming along with the what's the word I'm looking for, with the Apple. So with those two combined over there, trying to battle with Netflix and trying to really destroy Netflix overall, I think they will do so successfully without a problem. And Netflix will have to struggle for a little bit off of those negative catalysts, obviously, I believe, which will bear on Netflix in somewhere down the road, maybe in a year, maybe in 2 years from now, but they will have to face that without a problem.
Brad,
HBO is the next streaming comeback. Yeah, no problem.
have you ever heard about Elliott wave theory?
Elliott wave theory, yeah.
Because STKHNDS asked to make a poll. Do you believe in Elliott wave theory? Yes or no? Do you
Yeah,
believe?
it's just a theory. You know, I don't use it. Nothing wrong with it. People use it all the time. At the end of the day, what do we say? If you have a setup and you know how to trade that setup properly and you have rules in that setup, Elliott wave is one of those rule-based system. It's like, oh, it has 5 waves. After 5 waves, it turns around, or whatever the theory is. If you like that theory and if you wanna and you've used it and it works for you, good. Don't let anyone tell you it's garbage. It doesn't matter.
Sure.
Right? So the same thing applies for me. If I've made money without using that wave, and if I say garbage, that's because I've made money without using that.
Yeah.
Right? So it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Absolutely.
But if you want to put that vote for it, go for it.
Yeah, we can do a poll,
Yeah, go
guys.
for
If
it.
you have any more ideas, we can make multiple polls during the day. So if you have so many great ideas, write them in the chat and we hear you and we do it for you.
100%, 100%. Looks like our short on Netflix. Whoa, baby! I want to add to this
What?
short on Netflix. We're actually smoking it right now on this Netflix short. We just added it one
Let's
more
go.
lot size on the down move over here. 60 cents in the money. We did get stopped out on the break of 216, but I instantly got back in on the way back down below 216, and now we added it right here around, I forget what it is, 21464. So we added a 21464. Netflix about to be our #1 stock of the day, and let's see if we can keep working with this stock a little bit more. Netflix, obviously, I'm expecting it to come off harder than it is. Markets coming down. Markets almost back to flat territory. Nasdaq is only up 0.2 after being up almost 1% on the day. S&P 500 up only 0.2 also after being up almost 1% on the day. So all of these turning back around, not really looking good for Netflix longs, right? So we were wondering why Netflix was ripping up like that when the market was coming off. So beautiful short entries. Yeah, I got stopped out on a couple, but who cares? We got right back in on a failed break of the 216, and now we're basically 60 cents in the money after our reload. If without that reload, would be almost $1.50 in the money right now. But yeah, we're just enjoying this money coming in on Netflix. Profit out on Netflix. Yeah, that could be shorts covering. We don't know really. You know, it's we could guess all we want, but we don't really know what that pop was. At the end of the day, we're just happy to be a part of that trade, and we're happy to take advantage of that trade. Looks like PayPal stopped me out. We're not gonna try trading PayPal anymore because obviously we don't have a read on that going on. AMC actually going back to the lower days and breaking 17. Look at that size on AMC. Oh my goodness, I'm taking a long. Look at that size on AMC to the downside. If that size holds up, that's 500,000 shares sitting there. Did they take it out? Uh-oh, did they take out the 500,000 shares and spoof me? Are you kidding me? I guess we're gonna have to walk away from this trade because they just spoofed me so quick on that trade. Let's see if AMC can make a little bump over here. We are 99s, and I believe it was on 98s, and we're instantly below that. So nice little spoof there. Thank you for getting me, AMC. Just giving it a couple seconds to see if we can get a bounce over here so we can get out unscathed. But looks like they are going to make me work for this trade a little bit. Come on, AMC. I should have just gotten stopped out on that failed break over there, technically. But let's see what happens. Do you believe in here for the first time about this? I'll just say here for the first time about this. Who cares?
I chose here for the first time because literally I hear about this for the first time.
Yeah. I might just have to take this loss on AMC. Yeah, we just have to take this loss on AMC here. That's really garbage that they spoofed me like that. I'm not even sure if it was a spoof, to be honest. It just sucks that that happened, and now we have to deal with this. Let's see if any buyers can come in though and save us from that trade a little bit. Obviously, we're breaking rules, and we should have been out already, but now my stop is basically going to be on the lower day break, which is probably going to happen not too far from here. So Miss V, do you want taking over?
Absolutely. Stop Console Wars asked a question on the chat. If Powell talking today, guys, at 1 p.m. and the question was, will there be any inflation rise announcement today or just a typical regular Fed talk? So I contacted Brandon, and Brandon says that impossible to know. He won't have detailed that data to announce, but could suggest inflation is either still higher than they want it to be or possibly showing signs of slowing. So yes, guys, we cannot know, but we will find out at 1 p.m. That's why I personally plan to be flat at 1 p.m. But again, if I will see that the trend is going to be like real spike to the upside or to the downside, I will do my best to jump on. If I won't be on my what is that, break, priorities, first things first, Fed is good, but everybody need to rest. And yeah, hopefully some of the traders will be able to jump earlier, and then I will be able to be here at 1 p.m. So yes, guys, we don't know. We will wait for it.
We can force them to jump on earlier if you want.
Would be nice.
Yeah, you just whenever you want to go for your break, just let Brandon know to jump on.
Sure, cool.
Yeah.
I will ask him when he can.
Yeah, 100%. Whenever you want to do that.
Awesome.
Netflix is actually working for us. We took that loss on AMC right away. Thank you for spoofing me, or thank you for I don't know what they did over there, but we ate that beating on AMC. But Netflix is now $1 in the money. Netflix is saving my account right here. I'm in the money how much I lost on AMC. So at the end of the day, we're not gonna complain about that too much. So let's go, baby. Let's ring in the cash register. $1 in the money. Let's take out some more money. Let's profit some more money, on Netflix on the way down. So now we're just looking to add to our profits, obviously, and maybe battle with some of the losses we already incurred from the stupid AMC spoof that we just happened. And that's part of the trade right there, guys. We talk about spoofing orders possibly happening all the time. I'm not even sure if the order was spoofed, really. Maybe it was a legitimate order, and it just cleaned out as soon as I took my entry of the size that I took. They were like, oh, you want to be a big boy over here, we're gonna destroy you by either pulling the orders or by taking the fills and moving even further away from you. So whatever it is, I got destroyed. We walked away from it, but we are in the money big time right now on Netflix. $1.40 now. I want to take some more out of this one, and maybe we can even think about adding at some point to our Netflix trade here. Let's see. We'll realize some more profit. There we go. Now we have 70% of our bag left on Netflix, and we're $1.40 in the money. We want to hold on to this for a possible bigger move to the downside later on in the day, because NASDAQ is now officially flat on the day. Wow. NASDAQ is at 14,000. We're looking at 14,000 in the face on NASDAQ. We're flat on the day. S&P 500. Sorry for my burps. For some reason, the mango shakes always, not mango shake, mango juice box is always making burp. But yeah, the S&P 500 only up 0.2 now instead of being up 1 full percent on the day. So everything's turning around. Everything's getting absolutely crushed and beat up. Netflix now $2 full in the money. I'm going to take some more size out here. It would be idiotic of me not to do so. So there we go. Now we're holding only 60% of our overall bag on the Netflix short, all the way from average price of $215 now, basically $215. Do I have a stop out? I guess I don't even need to put a stop out when you're full $2.50 in the money. I don't need a stop at the moment.
We are flushing.
We are flushing.
You remember the video you showed me flushing in the toilet?
I think so, yeah. And the one with you running over Brancos.
Oh
Brandon?
no, you were showing me the video of woman singing.
Oh, sitting on the toilet. Yeah,
Yeah,
that one.
and
Sitting
yeah,
on the
and
toilet.
another one where I'm crushing.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Yeah, I saw that one. That one was hilarious.
yeah, violence.
Violence is hilarious, Miss V. No, violence is not hilarious. We can move on from that stupid comment. Baba down 3.5% today, moving, extending its losses a little bit more, down with 13 million shares traded, and obviously looking a lot weaker, looking weak along with the overall market over there for Baba. Let's quickly go check out what the relative volume is on Baba today. BABA. Relative volume 0.57, and you're doing something like this. Oh well, Baba obviously still one of the biggest regret for a lot of people's portfolios. They have been getting collapsed for so long, and are still getting collapsed on Baba portfolios. It just sucks to see even my friends, even coworkers over here at the floor, mention their accounts getting whopped because of Baba. So at the end of the day, it's still a great company without a doubt. It's Baba, for God's sake, one of the biggest giants in China, basically the Amazon in China, right? I think, or is this, yeah, basically Amazon in China. So it's crazy to see what's happening over here for this. Keep in mind, though, people are still very worried about what's going to happen with China in general, and how regulators in China and USA and delisting and everything happens. So because of that fear looming around in Chinese sector, this is the Chinese ETF that I like to watch, FXI on Amex, down currently 2%, and Baba, which is the #1 weight of the stock, will be obviously reflected in Baba will be reflected in this ETF because it is the #1 weighted. Miss V?
Yeah, see, Anne is asking me cock going up. What is that name?
Which one?
Is it a real name even? Yeah, I cannot find that
I
one.
don't think so.
Maybe
Yeah.
wrong spell. Anyways, we can talk about real names. I can see a few people talk about NVIDIA, so we can definitely review NVIDIA. And yes, guys, Tesla broke that 1040. We're now back above, but again, personally, I am not touching it right now. I wanted to settle down, show some strength, and again, I still think that we have chances during power hour or during the PAL to show some strength. Oh, and we have a super chat in here. Damian Stevens says this is difficult for a few of us, but how about some analysis on SoFi? So also saw some comments that SoFi is really low today, so maybe we can take a look for Damian. And thank you so much for your super chat. Hope you are having a good day so far.
Yeah, for sure we can talk about SoFi. I mean, it sucks to see what's going on with SoFi without a doubt. We've been watching, I mean, I'm long around like what I believe $13 or something, I believe, is my long position on the stock, and then I added, so I think my average is somewhere around 11 or so. Wait, I think 13 is actually Palantir for me. Whatever it is, I'm bag holding this stock too. I'm bagged without a doubt. The problem with SoFi is with the student loans that they have. President Trump said something along those lines about student loans, and that really messed with SoFi's valuation. So SoFi got beat down off of that. I'm still bullish on it without a doubt. You know, SoFi is actually a financial chartered bank now. So not only student loans, they'll have other avenues of revenue coming into their books not too soon from here. But this is a long-term play, right? So for swing traders and day traders, if you are long SoFi, obviously you're crying about it. You're getting beat up without a doubt. But if you're a long-term trader, which is what I'm trying to be with SoFi and my Apple and my PayPal and so on, I'm trying to be a long-term investor. And for that, these moves don't really mean too much to me. Yeah, it's getting beat down. Yeah, it sucks. We're down 5 to 10% every single day. But that's just buy up the dip opportunities. And that's exactly what I'm going to be doing, which is buying up the dips at every single time I get to. that's my prerogative. That's my prognosis. That's how I'm dealing with the stock in the future. I know I'm holding it until I lose on it, but I would never suggest other people to do that. Do your own DD. Figure out what you want to do with the stock, and if you like the stock in general. If you don't like it, then obviously that's not something you ever want to even think about doing. Maybe you want to start cutting off some of your longs over here for a loss, and get back in at a lower price point, instead of bag holding it like some of us, such as myself. Right, so there's multiple areas where you can figure out how to play within the stock over here that we're looking at, known as SoFi Technologies. Where are we going to next? Biden, not Trump. Yeah, I said Biden. SoFi getting clapped because of student loan relief. Yep, that is correct. Bounces still seem weak. Bounces are indeed weak, without a doubt. I mean, NASDAQ just gave away a 1 full percent move on the day. S&P 500 pretty much about to do very similar, something close to what NASDAQ did, which is give back 1 full percent on the day. At that point, no bounces are really holding. We tried to go long AMC. AMC is now at $16.78. We tried to go long PayPal multiple times. PayPal got beat us up on that side. And what else did we trade? Netflix. Netflix, our only successful trade of the day. Only 24 cents in the money right now on Netflix. It is retracing a little bit on me, but we're holding on to our 60% of our size to see if we can make a winning trade out of Netflix over here, especially when NASDAQ and S&P 500 look like they don't want to be holding any support levels. So here's NASDAQ right now near 14,000. Let me go to MNQ M22. Let's see if I want to go for a long on the futures, it would be around these levels. So let's try a small little long on the futures, see if we can work with the long over here, and basically we're hedging our short on Netflix, but just a tiny little long, not something. We don't want to be trading too crazy on NASDAQ, because look how nasty NASDAQ moves, instantly 5 points to the downside, a new low at day 13,993, and below 14,000 on NASDAQ now. So NASDAQ officially in the negative territory. There goes NASDAQ. And S&P 500 only up 0.10%, instead of being up 1%. So everything going timber mode, and markets cracking to the downside. Netflix once again 75 cents in the money for us. Let's see if Netflix can get back below 214 and keep on rocking downside. I'm not sure if Miss V has any long trades going on over there.
Oh no, I
Thank
don't.
God.
And Brad, again, literally, guys, I have my personal risk management. I have my profit, like most profitable day. I am following up with the markets. I potentially like picture in my head the trades that I could take. But before I get into trade, I should be like very careful. No FOMO for me. Like literally, I was building these trades like so hardly today. I mean, like I was really working hard to make those trades. So before getting into trade, I need to think million trillion times. And again, already missed that beautiful short on Tesla. So why do we jump into missing train? But if you personally you see opportunities, definitely go for it, guys. And Ruben 2002 says. It's the wrong message from Ruben. Where the likes at, people? And guys, indeed, we're super close to get 420 likes. 420 were yesterday, but I'm pretty sure some still hang over from yesterday. So if you want to be like number 420, please rush. Super close. And of course, make sure you subscribe to our channel. Let's check right now all together how many more subscribers we need to become 300,000 subscribers community. So we're currently, guys, guess what? Just
296.
292,000. So we need now 8,000 more. Yesterday we were 291k.
Nice.
Today we're 292. So guys, literally 8 more subscribers, and we're 300,000 subscribers community. So if you're watching us every day but not subscribed yet, please do so, and you will receive notifications when we post new content. And of course, super excited to celebrate.
Man, this market is crushing to the downside right now. Nasdaq well below 14,000. It is actually in the negative territories of 0.25. S&P 500 flat on the day, 0.03% positive, but probably turning negative here along with the market. So everything's turning around. Someone actually mentioned. Did you read the super chat?
I'm reading now.
Okay. So I thought you read it, so I was gonna talk about the stock. So I'll wait until you read it. In the meantime, let's go over quickly to maybe Roblox. I know we were talking about Roblox, some iceberg action on Roblox. Roblox looks like it's well below that iceberg order now, so I can't even see if that iceberg order was there. But hopefully, if you did and managed to make some nice long scalps off that iceberg order, congratulations to that viewer. And obviously, we weren't able to look at it because now with the market pushing to the downside, either that iceberg order got wiped out or they pulled their iceberg order, allowing the stock to go well below it and creating a new low a day at $35.10.
Now we can go to the super chat from Andy Lee. Thank you so much, Andy. I wish you a lot of profitable days and trades. And Andy says, back with another SC hello. MOS fertilizer and NME gold are whooping me today. Your opinion is appreciated. So I just brought like MOS chart. We're down more than 6% on the day. Any opinion, Prad?
Yeah, Mosaic, Mosaic just getting collapsed today without a doubt. Look how far to the downside it is. 6%, as Miss V mentioned not too long ago. Netflix kind of turned around on me there. Netflix is now pushing towards 216. I have my stop around there. Let's see if they do stop me out on the 60% of size that we have left, or do we get back into the positive territory on that very same stock. So let me just finish throwing out my stop over here, and we'll walk away from that trade. So coming back to Mosaic, yeah, still going crazy over here today without a doubt. To the downside, looks like, ooh, we did get stopped out on Netflix over there. Oh well, still a profitable trade for me, so thank you for Netflix. Mosaic, man, it's down 6%. The other stock over there was NEM, so gold and fertilizer. I'm not sure what the fertilizer ETF is, so I can't really pull that one up for you to cross-reference, some of this Mosaic action. But let's quickly go take a look at it on this scale, MOS. Relative volume 0.95. It is trying to create some action. Anytime over 1 would be great. Let's go to MOS over here. MOS coming down to, looks like we have some area of possible support near the $70, but I'm not sure if we actually hold up around those. And these are all-time high ranges, I believe, on Mosaic. Oh, they're not. There's actually a little bit higher than all-time highs. This could also be a little bit inflated move that we saw coming in thanks to Ukraine-Russia conflict. So that Ukraine-Russia conflict brought up fertilizer costs along with the metal costs and oil costs in general. So we're watching Mosaic today just have the opposite direction of the trade in general. So and now it looks like it's trying to normalize or find buyers. It's very normal for stocks to do that, which is after ripping up like this. This is the daily chart. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight green days. Even today it's calculating it as a green day. I'm not sure why, even though we're down 6%. But yeah, the point is it's only down a little bit from that $80 price, not too far to the downside.
We missed another super chat from Dominic Familara. Sorry, Dominic, and thank you so much for your daily super chats and support. Elon Musk has $46.5 billion in financing. 12.5 are loan against his Tesla shares. He's looking to acquire all current holder shares with a tender offer. Well, thank you for information. You were aware of this?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I didn't know about that loan thing. And again, you never had the feeling like Dominic always writes in caps. I always feel like he is screaming at me, I swear.
I didn't notice that. Maybe, yeah. Dominic, stop screaming MSV.
Oh,
NEM, a gold stock. So let's go check out what NEM is looking like today. NEM apparently also going to the downside. Another 6% move on NEM, looking a lot like Mosaic in general. But yeah, look at this on the dailies. Anytime something goes up like this, I guess a little bit of a correction move is warranted. So yeah, it is down 6%. Yeah, it sucks that you're getting beat up on it the same way I got beat up on that AMC spoof order that happened to me. But what can you do, right? For me, this is a lot normal than you would expect me to not think that way. I don't know.
Good. Ooh
Looks
la
like
la.
Branko's coming on.
Sure.
Awesome, Brankos. You gotta stick out in this chat somehow. You don't gotta stick out. All right. RDBX is going apparently. Let's go check out Redbox. I think this is Redbox. Yeah, Redbox Entertainment. I think these are the ones where you go to that box and you rent out a movie, kind of like a library almost, where you rent it out and you put it back. I don't know if anyone ever really does that, but you know, I've never seen anyone actually use one of these red boxes. There's very few boxes that I've seen in person, but the ones that I've seen, I've never seen anyone use them. But right now, for some reason, Redbox having a nice little volume candle on the day. Big volume spike, actually. 10 million shares traded, ripping up to $3.40. Let's see what it wants to do. Up 34% today. Not sure what the catalyst is either. Was it an earnings report catalyst today? Not seeing that either, but maybe there's something around there that we will have to find out why it's moving. In the meantime, let's introduce our guest trader of the day, Brankles. What's up, baby?
How's it going, buddy?
Always good, man.
Glad to have you back.
Yes, sir.
The office isn't the same without you, buddy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it feels great to be back, and I can't wait to see what kind of magic you're cooking up over there today.
Yeah, let's go over to. Oh, you have it already? All right, nice. So, I've talked about this actually previously on the show, where I like a good stock that has a really concise channel in the pre-market. So this right here is all pre-market, very concise. And what I would usually do is either take the pre-market high or the pre-market low. So go long on the pre-market high or short the pre-market low. Missed that today, unfortunately. But I kind of pegged a nice level in the stock today, which was 20. So AT&T is the stock that I'm talking about, and it had earnings today, and the earnings were surprise beat. So the stock was rallying on the day, which was nice. So sometimes trading's really hard, and sometimes you get a simple setup and you just keep attacking. So today the setup was we're going to be protecting this 20 level as much as we can, and just keep getting a good R to R setup, which is I get in around 2 pennies, 3 pennies, 4 pennies, and I get out if 20 breaks. So and just kind of hold as much size as I can for the breaks. So very simple, not much to really like dive deep into. When the price came into 20, I got long, and when it starts popping, I kind of just offer out and get my rebates. So I did it once, I did it twice, I did it 3 times. Kind of upset at myself here. It was clearly another test of the 20 that I could have got long in and held more shares for this break. But then, you know, it came back again, and I said, look, I'm going to keep putting my hand in the cookie jar until it tells me I can't anymore. So I took more size, offered out, took more size again, offered out, and I actually, this chart is up till 11:20. I've been doing it for the past hour. It just keeps working, and then when it does break that 20 finally, I'm done for the day, and I'm happy with how this trade went. So that's about it.
Beautiful, man. Yeah, looks like scalp demon mode over there. What stock is this?
AT&T.
AT&T, also another stock with the earnings catalyst coming in, positive earnings report. And it was actually a good thing about the earnings report because they did not have the Warner Brother media data in there because of spinoff.
Yes.
So even with the spinoff and even with the splitting of data, they came out with a strong report and beat the report and so on. So a beautiful catalyst for that long, and especially when you see such buying coming in around VWAP, why not join the big players?
Yeah.
When you see big money buying up VWAP throughout the day, just be the krill under the whale. Just be the krill under the whale, swimming under them and eating whatever you can that's left over. So great job on noticing the strength at those levels and continuously scalping the crap out of that level. Big boy Brankos, yesterday you had a great golfing session too.
Yeah, it's been a while.
yeah.
But it was fun. I'm glad we got out there. Like, I'm not a really big golfer,
Right.
But you know, the swing. There's some. You know, you got to move the hips around a bit and get a good contact on the ball. It was fun.
Yeah, it was for sure
Yeah.
fun. I'm a little sore in my legs right now. You know, I should have probably foam rolled my calf out at home. I didn't foam roll it out. Besides that, I'm good. How about you? You sore anything?
A little tight back.
Yeah, tight on your back.
Yeah, a little tight. Like, probably should have warmed up a bit before we just started swinging the bat like crazy people. But or the club like crazy people. But hey, you know, like, what's funny is you don't realize how long of a walk that actually is.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a walking, isn't it?
Yeah, which
Like,
is good. Like,
yeah.
I'm not complaining. I'm just saying, like, sometimes, like, you play, you don't realize you're walking up hills, down hills, and then at the end you're like, wow,
give it
I'm
like
kinda
100 meters on 18 holes.
Yeah,
Right.
but it's like uphill, downhill.
Yeah, that's
like,
true. That's
you
true.
know.
A
So
lot of up and downs and
Yeah.
squats and whatnot you're doing the whole time because you're looking at the
Yeah.
little hole and you're squatting and you're on your tippy toes the
Our
whole time.
all I know is our short games need some work. Our putting.
Oh man,
we're
everything
so bad.
needs work. Everything needs work. At least for me. I mean, this was my 5th time golfing.
Yeah.
I can't expect to be hole in one every time.
Yeah,
right?
you're not gonna be Tiger right away.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was a great time. Thank you for coming and
problem, my
sharing
pleasure.
your trade, and also thank you for joining on the golf session.
Yeah.
More to come, my
More
friend.
to,
More to
next
come.
week.
All right, brother.
Have a good day, everyone.
Yeah, man. Take care. So let's get back to the market because Netflix apparently moving like crazy. Netflix took out VWAP to the north side, and it did indeed. We got stopped out on the walkthrough back to 16, and boy, am I glad right now because I thought this would stop me out and come back to the downside. At which point I'd be upset, but no. It actually went right through VWAP. Netflix now only down 3% on the day. Looks like yesterday's low on Netflix still coming into support. We actually have an order to get long on the futures, on the futures over here at 44.44. We're about to go down there in the next few minutes. Let's see if we do end up getting wicked into that long at 44.44, where S&P 500 is now officially in the negative territory for the day by 0.14, and NASDAQ is also in the negative territory by 0.31. So market turning around completely. We're trying to see if we can get a nice little long in front of 44.44, but looks like it just could have turned around in front of 44.47 instead, and we might have missed out our long opportunity. If that is the case, ooh boy, am I going to be upset that I don't have a long entry right now in this futures trade after that read, and I've been waiting to be in a futures trade all day. So I would love for it to be around those levels, but if they don't give me those levels, maybe I just have to be less stingy about it and just move up my price. But no, we're gonna be a little stingy, let the market do what it wants to do. We still have a lot of time before, well, not a lot of time, but we do have quite a bit of time, 50 minutes left before Powell's talk. So let's see if Powell moves the market in one direction or the other. Twitter Elon has money now. Twitter Elon has money. Yeah, Elon has had money for the longest time. So we'll see if how this tender offer that he has going on happen to go about. 0.75 will be the hike. I don't think the hike's today, but we never know. I don't think the hike's today though. Yesterday value areas low on NQ was 13,980. Indeed, it did go down to 13,980 yesterday, but today we're well below it by almost 20 points on the NASDAQ. S&P 500 is what I'm waiting to go long on, around 44.50s, 44.45s technically. 5 more points to the downside is where my order is sitting on. Let's see if futures do happen to go down there and give me a nice little order to go long over there, or do I just have to bring my order to the downside a little bit and stop being so stingy for my long on futures. I think we're just gonna stop being stingy. Let's see if we can get a nice little fill there. We did get that fill. We are in a nice little long right now, and we will add a little bit lower if it does go back to 44.45. We will add there, giving it a little bit of a wiggle room, giving it a little bit of a risk room for our trade over here on the futures, and that's the trade we want to be a part of right now. What's your longest drive on a golf course? I don't know. I've never calculated it, but it's not much, right? Like probably like 100 meters at best. It's not much. Like I'm not good at it. It's my 5th time golfing, right? So I can't expect to be good at it. I just failed at 13,970 again. Not good for long. Yeah, I'm staying away from it a little bit, obviously. Futures are pushing down a little bit more here. So down go futures. Let's see if we can work with our long over here that we're trying to build into in front of that 44.44 level that we always talk about. Only a couple points away from that level right now. That way we'll be full size on our futures long. And if that level does manage to break to the downside by a couple more points, then we just take that loss on futures, walk away for the day, and come back tomorrow for a possible trade around these levels, something for us to smash and take profits on, hopefully. But right now we just leave these futures alone completely. T is so strong indeed. You guys saw how the boy Brankles, the boy Wonder Brankles has been trading AT&T all day today, scalping the level in front of 20. Look at the support at VWAP. We know big money is supporting it, so why not just jump in along with them? And if they want to tango, we know it takes 2 to tango. You might as well be the tango partner over there and dance with them. So AT&T, just beautiful scalps opportunities coming in even now. But obviously, keep in mind that 1 o'clock we do have Powell talking at a conference, and that might bring some volatility into the market, and that's people might be scared of that a little bit. Dovish Powell indeed. Hopefully not hawkish Powell. Fingers crossed it's not hawkish Powell that we get presented with. SoFi 666, hey? Indeed, SoFi at 666 or a penny below 666 or 2 if you're looking at the bid. But yeah, SoFi at the evil number. Let's see if SoFi can manage to find some buyers around these levels. If not, then obviously we're still struggling on this bad boy here. 190 support for Facebook on the daily. I'm long 190.15. Let's go check out Facebook at the moment. So you're already $1 in the money almost on Facebook off that 190 lows. Facebook low a day 190.05. So congratulations on that beautiful long. Hopefully Facebook keeps on ripping up, but you know, we are waiting to see what the overall market wants to do here. I am long on the S&P 500 futures, but at the same time I can't really believe in the futures because these I can't believe in the longs right now because the market obviously turned off from a beautiful long territory into a negative territory where both the markets are actually down now. So S&P 500 down 0.2% on the day, and not 2.2%. S&P 500 that is, and Nasdaq is down 0.4% on the day, trying to continue its downwards move even more. 13,951 is what we're looking at, well below yesterday's low, which was 13,980, well below yesterday's low. Netflix testing against index. Netflix is currently almost at $220. What an insane long on Netflix for anyone who had it off those lows of 212. I did not believe Netflix was going to do anything close to that, but obviously Netflix decided to wake up and reverse itself all the way back to $220. What a crazy move on Netflix over there. Facebook still trying to go north side. If Snap gets clapped on earnings, Facebook will follow. I think Snap will get clapped on earnings without a doubt. Man, it's Snapchat. They'd have nothing of substance in their portfolio to begin with. You know, it's a technology company. Don't get me wrong. I actually use their web app. I guess you can call it a web app. Snap app on. Snap desktop webcam app. So Snap camera. So I actually have this one for my gaming streams, basically to put on like filters on my head while I'm gaming, stuff like that. So I do use their products, and I actually like their products. They're not bad at all. You can customize your face to look like a in-game character almost. So that's a nice little feature that they have. I do use it, but overall, man, I use it for free. I don't pay for it. I've never had to pay for it. I don't think Snapchat brings in a lot of money in general. And overall, we have seen the struggle Snapchat has had with the viewer base last time on the earnings report too. So all those things combined, only thing I can think about is bearishness for Snapchat, especially when we see Facebook, which is a media giant, Instagram, WhatsApp, Facebook, which is its own social media on its own. All those combined, if Facebook is struggling the way Facebook is, I can't expect Snapchat to actually come out with the green thumb, right? I just cannot. Market's going to rally. Hopefully market rallies right now. We are long in the futures, obviously. Here we go. Futures are actually moving up a little bit for us. Only 2 points in the money on the futures, not full size, so that sucks because we wanted more contracts. We wanted to be full buying power, but we are not full buying power on this trade. We are actually only half buying power on this trade. So either way, money is money. Let's see if we can put that money in our pockets, or does the money go right back into the market maker's hands? Right? Those are the questions that we were looking for. Is Snap trying to fake bear with management's common stock sells? I can't answer that question, my friend. The only thing I can tell you is when the earnings report comes out, we'll be watching the earnings report, we'll be trading the earnings report, we'll be covering the earnings report. But yeah, I can't tell you what's going on that side. Been shorting CRTX and the money is still coming in. Congratulations, Sonic. CRXT, sorry, not TX. CRXT shorting apparently with 61 million shares. I'm not sure how exactly you're shorting it. I'm guessing you're rain scalping the shorts, probably from here to here or maybe here to here. But whatever it is, congratulations on the beautiful short scalp trades that you're having on a stock that's actually up 4% of the day. You know, trend is your friend. You heard Arun say that in the morning show. You hear Miss V say that all the time. Trend is your friend, my friend. Can I just request that this doesn't show up in there? Yeah? I'll actually put it back over here. Yeah, thank you. But yeah, CRXT is positive on the day with 61 million shares traded, and we know that it was actually moving up not too long ago. Liz was here. I was talking to Liz for anyone that was wondering. She was taking pictures probably for Instagram or TikTok or something, but I'll have something on my desk here that I had to hide from those pictures.
Well, we all know what.
We all know what it is.
But let's pretend we don't.
Exactly.
And as you, Prad, mentioned, Instagram and social media. Let me real quick, guys, show you our Instagram page. Liz doing her best right now for creating our social media. She does great job, great content. You also guys check out our new closing show thumbnail on YouTube. I love it absolutely. Liz made it. Hopefully she will be able to update one for us and for morning show.
Our thumbnails are nuts right now.
Like new one?
They're so good.
Yes, I agree, and hopefully she can change our profile picture on YouTube. And yes, please make sure you subscribe, follow us on Instagram, on Twitter, on TikTok. And guys, it's always good to follow us, because when next time some scammers trying to scam you, trying to follow you, literally, you know, fake Shons were trying to follow me, fake Valerias were trying to follow me. I'm like, hello. And if you follow us in here, you already know that, like, why would that person follow me if I already like follow the main account? And also you can always check that main account follow only our real accounts. So double check with that. They are very I don't know, tricky. They make it look very real, but remember, we would never write to you first, text you first, and definitely will never ask you to buy anything. All we sell is our merchandise and membership, which is $5 per month. But again, we would never even with this write you randomly like, hey, please buy our merchandise, right? So always ask these people like, what products do you sell, and it's only merchandise and membership, guys.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys in the chat, but I am in love with our new thumbnails. Like, look at the creative input coming in on this thumbnails from. Looks like Futures did give me my last few contracts, but let me quickly go back to Futures. No, we don't have to worry about it too much right now. I'm actually just gonna throw a stop out. 44.40. What's the lower day? 44.45. Exactly what our entry was on that. Wowza! Right, 44.45. Right. So let's do 44.40 blank, and then 44.40. That's how many contracts I have. And we have a stop set out now, so if we do lose on that one, we lose on that one. Whatever, wham goes that trade. But what I was talking about is these beautiful evolution of thumbnails. Like, look at this evolution of thumbnails compared to like these. These were a little overcrowded in my opinion. I never liked the background. You know, I did mention that, but these are now just absolutely changing, revamping. That's the power of you guys supporting us with your super chats, with the likes and everything, because we get to know that, you know, you guys like these thumbnails more. They're getting more click rate. YouTube is pushing them out more and blah, 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 blah. So very happy with what's going on. And as Miss V said, the only thing now needs to be changed is this thumbnail to a more cooler, fancier looking thumbnail, which would be awesome to look for. I can't wait to see what Liz comes up with it. And yeah, as Miss V said, we will never be the first one to message you, but anytime someone messages us, we reply back. And it's crazy how our viewers like are almost in shell shock mode or fan shock mode. I don't know what the right terminology is. They're so our viewers think like we're so famous or something.
Absolutely. It's so sweet though. The other day, like, I replied to one of our viewers on Instagram, and he replied me like, oh my god, wow, it made my day that you replied me. Like, it's like your favorite like movie star or someone like replying to you. I'm like, oh.
Exactly. Like, she made my day over here when she was like, oh my god, you actually replied. I never expected you to reply. I'm like, okay, listen, I'm not the weekend famous, okay? Like, I'm just some kid on the internet, just trade stocks, just happen to have this platform to do that. I'm not Instagram famous. So you are actually making my day by saying this.
By saying
this. Yeah, so
and
thank
guys,
you for your love and support,
if
everyone.
you ever see us on the streets, you're more than welcome to come and make picture, make our ego feel
inflated.
Yeah.
Inflate ego, indeed. So you know, it's actually vice versa, as I said on that side. Coming back to, let's quick check on the like count. Pretty low on the like count today. Let's bump that number up a little bit. Those are rookie numbers. Those are rookie numbers, right? Let's bump it up a little bit. Will be nice to see.
I just watched Wolf from Wall Street.
I watched it last night.
Cool.
Did you watch it?
I watched it this weekend.
Nice.
Yeah.
I watched it last night because I was obviously we were on the golf course. One thing that you do on the golf course, it was good. Yeah? But one thing you do on the golf course is you always drink alcohol.
Okay.
Right. So
I never knew.
You always drink. Most people do.
Okay.
So on my way home on the subway, sipping on alcohol, or not on the subway, but like, you know, on the way home, I was like a little buzz. I was like just going through my phone, and I saw like so many Wolf of Wall Street Instagram things, and I was like, I gotta go home and watch this movie now. I have to.
So many cool moments from there.
I know.
Such an iconic movie. Margot Robbie and Leonardo DiCaprio in that movie is so good. Yeah, I love her too. Especially in that movie, she's so cool.
She is beautiful.
Yeah.
You are too. Don't get it wrong. You're like a mini Margot Robbie over here. You're the Trader TV Margot Robbie.
Mini Margot
Robbie.
It's like fridge and mini fridge. Thank you, Brad.
No,
you're the
because
best
Margot
at
Robbie,
compliments.
she feels like, well, in the movie, she looks like she's like 5 feet, like 10 inches or something. How tall is Margot?
I will Google, but you than mini Nav.
Yeah, I mean,
You're
Nav and I are
definitely-
probably the same height.
But
though.
you're definitely thinner than him, so.
Nav? I'm fatter than Nav for sure.
Oh no.
For sure.
Oh, no.
For sure. For sure bigger than Nav on the weight side. I'm actually intrigued about Margot Robbie's height. Margot Robbie, what's your height? 1.68 meters. What is that?
How many?
1.68 meters to not inches.
It's
to
exactly
feet.
my height.
Is it? Okay.
1.68
So you guys
meters.
are the same, 5'5"?
Yes.
Okay, exactly the same. So not mini Margot Robbie. You are the Margot. Well, you are the Valeria of Trader TV Live. All right, I'll stop simping. I see enough people probably talking
Yes,
about me
stop
simping
simping
right
for
now.
Margot Robbie, indeed.
Yeah.
And Steve G says, "Can we talk stocks?" Steve, of course we can talk stocks. Sorry, guys. Let's see. I see people talk about MDVL. Maybe we can jump into MDVL.
Yeah, MDVL for sure. Right now, I'm just waiting for 1 o'clock for the notes to come in and or the conference to come in to see what really happens on the market. Like I'm in a long on the futures, which is in the money, but also not in the money at the same time. It just keeps flirting with it. But in the meantime, MDVL looks like it had a decent volume spike not too long ago, about 15 minutes ago, a decent volume spike, but did not manage to take out the high a day. We're still flirting with those same ranges over here on MDVL. We did get a break of 3, but immediately every time we get above 3, looks like we immediately get smacked right back to the downside. One thing that I did mention when Brankles or Brandon was here, which is the buying of VWAP. Every time you see VWAP getting bought up, that's big time traders, big money buying it up over here. So something you can do is just join them on that side. But looks like it did also extend as low as to the 100 period EMA. With 14 million shares traded today on MDVL, what is the relative volume? Relative volume of 4.42, which is great. This is exactly what we want to see. Anytime it's over 2, it's beautiful. It shows that there are eyes on the stock. It shows that people are willing to make executions on MDVL at the moment. So that is exactly what's being portrayed to us on the day-to-day. Although it does look to me a little bit like it slowed down its move, but that's just my opinion based on how the chart looks. Based on everything else on the other side of the variables, which is the relative volume, the volume that the stock has, the spread is a really why is it a couple cents spread on a $2 stock? Maybe I would like for it to be $1 spread, but yeah, it's still looking good for a day trade today. Maybe later on in the day though, maybe when volume picks back up closer to 1 o'clock when Powell speaks, or even later on in the day around 3 o'clock where power hour or sour hour kicks in. Big support at 286 on Microsoft. Thank you for mentioning that. Actually, while we were talking about Margot Robbie, or at least I was talking about Margot Robbie, or fangirling about her, 286 on Microsoft was actually something I have on the side screen. Yesterday, if you guys remember how much I was talking about the 286 level on Microsoft, let me just scroll back here a little bit and show you. There you go. This was yesterday's chart. No, this is yesterday's chart. So yesterday... What? This is yesterday. Okay, so around yesterday, 286 area, Microsoft held up at that price very well going into the close and then bounced off of that. And today, going back to that level, finding support once again at the same price on Microsoft, it's a good indication because Microsoft did go to negative territory at one point in the day, but now it looks like we're bouncing off that beautiful 286, giving you a dollar scalp off that for whoever that took advantage of it. Apple, which was above 170 today, now coming back to the downside to test supports on the downside near 169 maybe. Look at that beautiful 169.50 breakout long on Apple for anyone who had it. You never really looked back, but now you might need to worry about that trade a little bit as the market did come down quite a bit, and Apple is also coming down below 170. Would love for Apple to go back above 170, at which point market will probably rip back to the north side, but with all that combined, Apple's still up 1.4% on the day today, and looking good on Apple.
Apple, yeah, I remember that note from Luca, never go short on Apple. And a lot of people talk about VERU. Maybe we can check on that again, Brad. And also Stevie G also says, if Mara going to break its support, well, Bitcoin is now still slightly above 42,000, even though we dipped a little bit, 1.63% on the day to the upside. And I can see support on Mara coming here in 977 around this area. That one we already broke, so next one will be around 970. Yeah, sure, 980 area, and we're now 20. So anyways, we can only find out when we come there if we will break that support or maybe bounce back to the upside out of that 980. And while by the way, we can take a look at that VERU, another great jump to the upside. We then dipped a little bit into this support level at 12.20. Now looks like we're trying again to go higher. Hopefully during Powell more volume will come and will affect that VERU to go back to day highs, but looks like VERU is on a run today. We were holding above VWAP for the whole trading day, then at around 12:14, 15 minutes ago we broke that VWAP to the downside but found that support, so there are more chances for VERU to go higher, as we're already also 6% to the upside on the day, guys. And Tesla, I believe, is still doing nothing, chilling in that. Actually, we do something. We broke that 1040 level and all the way at 1034 right now. So I want to see if we have any levels for Tesla around that 1034. I'm pretty sure we have some 1030 level as a support. So yes, guys, this 1030 level, yeah, I would say even 1034 is a support level, another strong support. So if we break that one also, I don't know how low we can go, but again, what a great jump for Tesla to the upside if we are still up 5% on the day. And also I wanted to take a look at 15 minutes chart for Tesla real quick, because I remember someone was telling that Tesla is trying to fill that gap with the previous close, and maybe this is reasonable and Tesla wanna close that gap. This gap is 1027. We have room to go there. No, I would say even 1018, I believe, right? 1018 is the gap. Like here's the previous close, right? On Tesla. So yeah, well, I don't see, guys, if we break that 1030 for support, which looks like we do, we have room to go all the way there on Tesla.
Yeah, buddy, Tesla, let's get back up there because the market is indeed moving to the north side right now. Our futures long are paying us off. We're 3 points in the money and we're full size. We can't take any more contracts. We maxed out our futures buying power. My futures buying power is not as much as my equities buying power because obviously I'm not a futures guy. I'm trying to build that futures skill. My first trade on futures today, well, technically my second trade on futures today. We did try something on NASDAQ earlier. You guys saw that 14,000 long we tried. We took a quick little loss on that one, but now this real long that we're working with, 4 points in the money. Let's see if we can work with this all the way back to flat on the day, because our AMC did beat us up quite a bit on the day where we're negative. But can futures help us turn our day around and rock right back to at least some level where we can make a good amount of money by going full buying power on this trade? I'm actually going to cover some profits over here because it would be idiotic of me not to do so. Idiotic of me not to do so, but they didn't give me the cover yet. So let's see if we can get that fill on this move up in this market. Looks like market does want to move back up. We saw Microsoft move from 286 to now almost 288. A beautiful $2 long on Microsoft. Apple still struggling near 170. Facebook, however, continuously struggling near 190. Back to the lower day on Facebook, and actually broke the lower day by 66 cents, looks like, to the downside. So 189.66 is now the lower day on Facebook, and indeed trying to continuously find support near 190, but failing to do so successfully. Futures are now did give me that profit target that I was talking about. This will allow me to load back long on the down move. If we do go down that way, my average is better than my current average. So this original long that we got around 44.50, we took out one half of that trade. We still have half of that trade, and we have full of this trade going on right now. So if we do go back to the downside, I would love to load more contracts over here to the upside with a better average on the S&P 500. So that's what I'm waiting on, and we're waiting to see what maybe Netflix is doing also. We know Netflix was going a little crazy, and it still is. Netflix still hanging above VWAP, $218.70 on Netflix. So still looking very strong. I was a little upset about getting stopped out on this trade, but I guess there is no reason to be crying. No Pratty, no cry. So yeah, there's no reason for me to be upset, because obviously if I was holding this trade and I did not have a stop in profit, it would have smacked me all the way back to the upside the way it did for anyone who did not have a stop in profit. So Netflix, man, beautiful recovery almost, with a 3% in the downside now only, compared to previous where we were up I think 6 or 7% of the downside. S&P 500 coming back into that range that we were looking at, and this will obviously allow me to have another order out to get more contracts long on the down move over here. That way we are very close to our exit, and we don't have to risk too much on that bad boy.
Few people talk about that STSS recent runner prod. I mean, we down more than not more than 20% to the downside today. We're like 2 million volume on that $1.83 name. Few people talk that they can see that it's about to run, and again we were moving sideways, kind of found support in this area, showing some signs to go higher, but looks like getting rejected a little bit. But let's see, guys, if we break this 1.88 to the upside, maybe we have more chances to go to that 1.98. So yeah, let's see what this, I believe it's a low float name, STSS, Sharps Technology, and free float on that name is just 4 million.
Okay.
Yeah.
4 million flow. The relative volume is really low on this one, 0.08. STSS, Sharps Technology.
Yes.
The relative volume is really low on this.
Medical device company.
Does the stock even have any volume today? Looks like it does have some volume, and it's down 20%, as Ms. V mentioned. But on for some reason, my relative volume scanner says the stock is not even to be having on your radar to be trading. So not sure what the catalyst is. Apparently, Ms. V just said it's a medical equipment maker. So they make equipments for, let's say, hospitals, I'm guessing, and with some negative catalyst looming around their head, absolutely getting beat down to down 20% today on this on the stock STSS.
Well, on April, like, it's a recent runner, and on April 19th, the company announced a closing of 16 million initial public offering. So I believe that was the catalyst for it to run.
And a recent IPO, looks like.
I see. Yeah.
Looks like it IPO'd on the 14th of April.
Oh yeah, it's a very recent IPO.
Yeah, very recent IPO.
Yeah, same says for me, 14 April.
14 April?
Yes.
Yeah, so looks like very recent. Stop messing with me, chart. Jesus Christ. Anyone saw that? That was so annoying. That was so annoying over there. But anyways, it was a recent IPO. Did rip up to $3.60. Looks like not much trading really happens above $2.70 though. And now coming back to test the low, all-time low, I guess. It's the only way we can put it, around $1.66. Let's see if buyers come in front of $1.66 and can support the stock from not going too far to the downside. Come on, you bulls. Yeah, where the bulls at? Help me out, because I'm in a long, and I would love for this long to pay out for me. You know, we are in the money right now, 2.5 points in the money on the futures long. So let's see if we can work on these longs for us. Tony
Have you
wouldn't
heard
act
that,
like this, Prad. Well, Tony is not Prad, and Prad ain't Tony,
That's
baby.
right.
We're two different people, two different humans. What's up?
Work. I heard rumors that Travis Scott has been arrested.
Oh, ASAP Rocky, you mean?
Yeah, sorry.
ASAP Rocky. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if what's going on. Apparently, he cheated on
Or
her.
Travis Scott. I don't.
Was it Travis?
I
You're
know, I
talking about
just saw-
Rihanna.
Yeah, and I just saw the meme where Drake like dancing after like either
A$AP
Travis
Rocky.
Scott, probably.
ASAP Rocky.
Yeah.
Because
ooh.
ASAP Rocky and Rihanna are supposed to have a kid together,
And I heard it just came from vacation and there was
and
a
they were
shooting
cheating. Oh, shoot it!
or something.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Anyways, if you know more information, please come write on the chat for our gossip girl and boy
Gossip Girls.
side.
That's right. The
And
gossip
yeah,
talk.
they say it's ASAP. So ASAP guys looks like being arrested. Let me know. And a few people talk about Microsoft. Microsoft attempted to jump guys from 285 all the way to 287. So $2 jump. But now looks like we're trying to go back lower. QQQ is also moving to the downside. And Paul is going to talk in about 15 minutes, guys. Yeah, it was ASAP. Smash that like button ASAP, guys.
Are you kidding me? I asked for jewel pods, and this gas.
This is views.
She gives me views pods.
Those are not working
Are
together.
you kidding me?
Oh no.
These are not jewel pods, lady.
Oh wow,
Oh
that's
my
disappointment of
goodness.
the year.
Now I'm annoyed. Brampton, this is what Brampton does for you, okay? Stupid Brampton. Anyways, moving on. Now I'm a little annoyed. Now I'm not gonna get my nicotine fix for the day. Go long on gold, HYMC. All right, let's go check out Highcroft Mining Corporation. We used to look at Highcroft Mining Corp on not too long ago, especially when AMC news came out. Highcroft was popping up like crazy. AMC has invested 20%, I believe, into HYMC. So every time HYMC moves, a percentage of that move will be reflected in AMC also, without a doubt. So keep that in mind when you are trading these stocks. And obviously, someone mentioned gold is going up, go long HYMC. Thank you for mentioning that, because a lot of people won't even think about looking at gold when they are trading gold stocks. Always make sure you're watching the stocks in the same basket that you are trading. For example, when I started the day for Market Movers show, we were talking about American Airlines and United Airlines. What's the first thing I did right after talking about those? Is go look at the Jets ETF and what the Jets ETF is doing. So for example, for gold over here, maybe we go to GLD on AMX and look at what GLD is doing today. We know that gold is supposed to be an inflation hedge, and we've yet to see that play come into fruition. So when that play comes into fruition, maybe HYMC, who do or have claimed to have a bunch of ounces sitting in their mines yet to be harvested. Is that the right terminology? Yet to be mined, not harvested. Sorry, yet to be mined from their mines. So when that does happen, more opportunities for Highcroft to go to the long side. When moon is whenever Lambo. When Lambo, when moon, baby. Netflix bouncing off VWAP for the high side. If it can hold, maybe we are good for a while. I'm gonna be honest. I am very shocked that Netflix is doing what it's doing right now. And obviously, instead of being shocked, I guess we should be looking to be making a trade out of it. We do know that Bill Ackman did close his trade for about a 400 million loss off the last earnings report. So in a quarter, my man took a 400 million loss on that trade. And what's the other one? Melvin Capital also looking to dissolve their existing fund and reopen a new fund. So looks like Melvin about to get beat up on another side over there. So let's see. Hedge funds are about to get bent over one more time, and the retail traders are about to scream winners. What am I doing over here? What is this? He said, check out here on the sticky note about Netflix. So let's check it out. Netflix looking for a flush out to 212. Damn, baby, 212 is literally the low of the day. Let's go. I'm trying to see if there's one over here looking for a flush bottom. Oh, he just translated it. Oh, look at this guy now. You're trying to be fancy? Translating a sticky note into normal text for Twitter. I like it. I like it. This way people can't complain about his writing being bad. And now you have trades.
I love it.
Now you have trades in two formats, okay? Legible and doctor's handwriting. But at the end of the day, it's all about the thesis and the idea, because look at Netflix, right? He said shorted 212. What's the lower day? 211.52. My man was off by 52 cents. Oh, big deal, right? So that's what we're talking about. Oh my goodness, I got stopped out on futures? No, you're joking. We're going to get right back in on that, I guess, if it does go back to the downside. How do we get stopped out on that? No, that sucks.
The playmaker on the chat asked, how do they sell like a Ackman than many shares at once? Can you ask Prad or Sean the liquidity of that many shares?
Yeah, they do it on the closing bell. So the imbalance locator, you know, we talk about the imbalance locator all the time. That's basically what hedge funds are using to trade. They're not allowed to trade in the open market because they'll move the market drastically. So a good chunk of that orders will be happening in the nether realm, which is the dark pool. For anyone who knows what the nether realm is, you understand what I'm talking about. So that some of that will happen in the dark pool, but most of that liquidity will be trading in the opening print and the closing print. So those are the imbalance trades that we always talk about over here. Neil, Sean, even Arun talk about on the closing show and the opening show. That's what they're looking for. So that's that side of the trade. Which platform are you using to trade? I am using
P Pro 8 platform.
That's right.
Salesperson, guys, we trade with P Pro 8 platform with Day Trade the World prop firm. And again, I will send you the link right now on the chat if you want to learn more. Available everywhere in the world. You can join existing office, or you can open office even at your place. You will just have to like get that cube, and you will have all the benefits we have. You can trade absolutely alone. So yeah, learn more. And meanwhile, I'm keeping on that VERU. VERU gave up and now going lower price. So maybe you can, you have any opinions on this drop to the downside on VERU? VERU.
Yeah, VERU, VERU. Ooh, what the heck is going on over here? Market just instantly flushed again. You better not flush, market. Just hold up at whatever you're trying to do. VERU, VERU on NQ. Let's go check out what VERU is looking like today. Coming off a little bit. It is up on the day still, 2.5% in the positive territory, but coming off right now while we're talking about it. Looks like VERU. What am I kicking right here? What is this? That's a mouse. That's my secondary mouse.
You turned off my screen.
Did I?
Now it's back.
Oh, sorry. It's probably this mouse that I was kicking on the back of my screen that was screwing everything. It's back though?
Yeah.
All right, awesome.
Cool.
VERU, yeah, so we're talking about VERU 2.5% to the down to the upside, but looks like the current direction is to the downside right now on VERU towards $12. And let's see what happens with the overall market. Looks like market does want to take out the low over there on S&P 500 ES/M22CM. Does want to take out the low of 4440s and might continue the negative direction that we're already looking at. S&P 500 now down 0.3% on the day, and Nasdaq is down 0.5% on the day, completely giving back all the gains that we were looking at off the open. So market just upsetting today for anyone who is long. Still in the Facebook with a target of, what did you say? No target. Oh. Where is this one? So yeah, look at that beautiful. He said he was $8 in the money. This was like 11 o'clock, and now he's still holding some for a bigger continuation move that is happening right now on Facebook. So Facebook just crushing to the downside big time, and $12 in the money now, he said. So big trade coming in for the main man, Sean. For anyone who followed him on that sticky note, congratulations, because it's literally be that easy. It literally do be that easy. AMD AMD just reloaded on the AMD short. Yo, stop shorting my stock, bro. Come on. AMD still getting smacked over here every single day. AMD all the way down to $91. So he's reloaded on that one. Here we go. Let's show you his AMD trade. Look at that beautiful executions all the way to the downside. AMD currently looking to extend its losses along with Facebook. Most of the market just looking to extend its losses. S&P 500 not holding up at that 4,400 level that we were talking about. And timber we go on everything. That means Microsoft to 286. Still in play though. Microsoft 286 still in play. Let's see how Microsoft acts once we do go to that 286 level to the downside. Anyone here hearing echo on Prad's mic? I hope not. Echo, 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 echo. Lots of short opportunities today. Can't chase them all. Indeed, lots of opportunities almost every day. Can't chase them all. You just gotta pick your battles, know when you gotta, where you want to fight and how you want to fight those battles, and take advantage of said battle. You know, it's lots of opportunities on the market daily, and you also got to pick your battles in terms of you might pick the wrong battle to be a part of sometimes you might pick the right battle to be a part of. So it's all about the stock selection along with your setup and your thesis on that trade overall. At the end of the day, it all comes down to where's the big money on that bad boy.
Brad, I'm staring at the list of volume leaders on the market, and here we have that CYM we were talking about. We have also that BRQS and MULN. Hello there. Top performers remain as WVL, RDBX, which is on our watch list, and SKYH. While at the bottom we have VYGR, GWH and WBEV. I'm not sure if we were talking about RDBX yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull it up right now actually.
Cool.
Yeah, RDBX did call that in the chat. I think Kai called it out. Yeah, Kai called it out, said it's going again, and it is indeed. So RDBX did rip up and came back down a little bit, but now it's getting ready to go back to test the high of day, which is currently at $3.50. Let's pull it up on a long-term chart here. RDBX, red box. Why does that look so bad? Yuck. So yeah, look at that 350 level, stands out. We have multiple day highs over here, 23rd of March, 18th of March, multiple day highs over here. So if a rejection does come in at 350, I understand that, but if 350 can have a nice little breakout to the upside, I think we can go see $5 very soon on Redbox. But I'm not bullish on this move at all. You know, I cannot be bullish on Redbox when I'm watching Netflix do what Netflix is doing. Like, I physically cannot be bullish on it. Mentally, emotionally, however you want to put it, just cannot be bullish on a stock that rents out movies at a physical location when a website that rents out movies on a website is struggling. It doesn't make sense to me. So it's going to be really hard for me to wrap my head around that. Snap puts printing. Snap puts are apparently printing at the moment. So indeed, that's what we're expecting to happen. You know, Snapchat I can't sit here and think that Snapchat's a great company in terms of in the realm of companies where you have you know, what's it called, Google, Apple's, Microsoft's, Amazon's. I don't think Snapchat deserves a place in that realm of those kings, but Snapchat's still somewhat of a media giant trying to do some augmented reality greatness, struggling at it, but eventually maybe they get bought out for their augmented reality capability by maybe Google. Right, you never know. Maybe Google buys out Snapchat.
I just wanted to talk about potential buyout of Snapchat. I think they need that because, like, I mean, recently I re-downloaded Snapchat because, you know, what, guys, Snapchat actually has that old filters the dog filter, you know. But oh my God, I miss them so much, and Instagram is going so crazy with these filters. I just wanted something fun. I opened that and it was such a nostalgia, and also at the same time such a good quality. They're not making you look weird, you know. They're just
Yeah.
fun, simple, but they're really fun. But I feel like they either need some boost to bring their company higher, because I feel like they're dying a little bit. Like, you know, I mean, like not that as many people as before using them, and I would love to see them to develop themselves, bring up more stuff, and yeah, I don't know, maybe it's only personally me, maybe others like fans of Snapchat.
Yeah, I totally agree. You know, Snapchat actually, in terms of technology, I think they are trying their best to do a lot of good things. But in terms of execution of said technology, there's not much to that execution style in terms of social media, but there's way more execution for it in terms of, you know, Google was trying to make a glasses where you can see stuff on the lens. Google was trying to do that. I think it was called Google Lens, and they failed at it very bad. And a bunch of other stuff too. Eventually, I do believe Snapchat could get bought out by Facebook, could get bought out by Google
I choose
for
Google.
that software.
Yeah.
So we never know. This is just guesses, theories, right? When it happens, then we can make the trade on that. But as Snapchat is a standalone company, I don't think it's gonna cut it for too far. And did you do the earnings board yet?
Not yet, but I really wanted to. But before that, while I do this, I wanted to bring you Walmart. I can see that lately a lot of people talk about Walmart. I don't see any like super cool news. But again, on a negative day, S&P 500 is also down right today. So Walmart's still up 0.40%. And I also took a look on a higher time frame, 15-minute chart. We're going higher, 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 and I wonder how to check all-time high on that name.
Yeah, Walmart all-time high is exactly where we are right now, 160.50. So yesterday, I remember trading Walmart, and you know, I actually now that I have a voice, unlike yesterday, I actually have a rebuttal to something that Arun and Sean were talking about. If you guys were watching the closing show, these guys were you know, obviously they're giving me great advice, which is get right back into it. If you punched out by mistake, you guys saw me battle the short on Walmart all day, and this was the short I was trying to pull off. The idea was 160 is going to be a fail break. It was a fail break, and eventually it was a beautiful short. I covered my entire short by mistake over here, and Arun and Sean go, just get back right into it. Just, it's that simple. Obviously, I don't think it's that simple, but they are way more experienced, so maybe it's a conversation for me to actually find out why it's that simple. In my head, it's not that simple because I've been fighting all day to have this price, right? My risk to reward is based on my exit around these prices. You know, how much harder is it going to be for me to make a keystroke and take my full size out by mistake right here, and then think about getting back with the same size and give it the same amount of risk? Knowing me, I'm probably going to break a bunch of rules and keep on adding all the way up to here, which might end up being a good trade if it does go there and come back down, but that doesn't make sense to me in my head. My head can't wrap around the idea of just get back in. The just get back in idea, it's a little finicky for me in my head, but obviously something that maybe I need to work on. Microsoft today, sorry, not Microsoft, Walmart today, exact same level, 160.50, 160.30s, acting as a barrier for the high side. It's not going higher than that. This is the all-time high territories. Keep in mind, inflation period means good for Walmart because they get to raise their prices and still have people knock on their door to buy their products. You're not gonna not buy food just because food costs $5 instead of $3. You need food to eat. And if Walmart is selling the cheapest food, you're going to go to Walmart and knock on their door. If Costco's selling the cheapest food, you're going to go knock on their door and buy that food. So even in high inflationary periods such as we are walking into or already in, Walmart is there's a reason why Walmart is doing Walmart things. Without catalyst, just breaking out the highs.
It's already 1 p.m., so it means we're in the fat, and let's see, guys, if anything will happen. For now, we're pretty calm, not seeing anything. So yes, and maybe we can take a look another name. I see that someone talk about MULN in there. So if you're interested.
Yeah, MULN for sure. Let's go pull up some MULN, Mullen. So we did talk about how Mullen is going to start heading towards the downside, towards the dollar. Yesterday, let's see, actually, we were, yesterday's low was $1.34. Today, it's actually $1.42. So still above yesterday's low. Hence, we're up 4% on MULN today. And, well, obviously, the 4% is calculated off of yesterday's close. But still, the idea is the stock is up 4% right now. And only 10 cents away from yesterday's low, and could push to the downside maybe later on in the day, because markets obviously don't have any buyers coming in. If 44.44 level did not hold up, and Powell, the printer god himself, is about to come on to the conference over there and talk about maybe turning the printer back on, or maybe the printer does not have ink in it and how he's got to go hit Staples and buy some ink for the printer. Who knows, right? Whatever it is he's going to talk about might move the market a little bit, and hence you're going to see a lot of people deleverage right now off their trades. If they were long, close their longs. If they were short, close their shorts. And maybe, obviously, this is not going to be violent and volatile like FOMC, in my opinion. This is my first time maybe witnessing the market when it's not a FOMC conversation and Powell's just talking at a conference. So I would love to notice how that conference conversation moves the market. I think at the as mentioned earlier, this was actually Brandon helping me out from this is the Trader TV Brandon, not the other Brandon. He said it was the International Monetary Fund debate on the global economy. So at some conference, they're basically going to be debating about the global economy and the IMF, International Monetary Fund. Let's see how what type of conversations they have. If anyone actually has the link to this conversation, I'd gladly have it open, or Miss V will have it open on her screen. Did you find one?
No, I will ask Brandon if we can find video. And meanwhile, guys, you mentioned Snapchat there. Would be nice if you remove my thank you, Prad. So we have right in the middle Snapchat talking. We were talking just now about it. So again, guys, this company is going to report after the close today and before the open tomorrow. So we'll be trading them tomorrow mostly. We have Snapchat in the middle. American Express is interesting one. Verizon in there. I believe Verizon just had some collaboration or something with some company that spiked recently.
Like the network company?
Yeah,
okay.
I will double check. Yeah. We have First Energy, Newmont, HCA Healthcare, Schlumberger.
Schlumberger.
Okay.
Sounds German.
Ja.
Guten Tag.
Das ist fantastisch.
What does that mean?
Very good, I believe.
Okay.
If we have people from Germany, what does this fantastisch mean? Let us know.
I learned something really stupid in German recently, and it's we're not gonna say the German word, because it sounds really bad in English if you say it. But basically, when a company is hiring someone, you know how it says hiring, or looking for employers or hiring.
Yeah.
Their phrase for hiring is something hilariously funny.
That sounds weird in English?
Bad.
You're going to tell me later.
I'll tell you later. It sounds so ridiculously bad. Hopefully, like someone in the chat over here is German and they know it. But it's ridiculously funny. When I saw it, I was like, there's no way that's what that is. Funny. But here's the link. I put it in the chat for you, Miss V.
Oh, awesome.
Hopefully. Oh, Brandon also posted that in the chat for us. Awesome. Yeah, Brandon posted the IMF chat. I'll post it in this one over here. Oh, it's hilarious. Yeah, they're saying people. There we go. Patrick Loeffenborg said it himself. It's hilarious. I'm. I gotta screenshot that one. I gotta screenshot that one. I'll send it to you. I'll try saying that, but don't say it out loud. Okay, so whenever this one loads up over here, we'll be able to watch the IMF live. I post the link I post the link in the YouTube chat for you guys, for anyone that wants to use it. Thank you once again, Brandon, for this link. He also gave us a secondary link, I think. Oh no, he deleted it. Yeah, he deleted it. Oh wait, he did it. There is a secondary link here. It's a YouTube one. Awesome. Let me also post that one over here for anyone interested. Here's the YouTube link, and Miss V, I'll send you that one also in case anyone asks. And let me just do this IMF one. Awesome. Cool. Now I'm gonna close this, and I'm gonna minimize this, and we're back to the charts. All right. Bad Chad jokes. Yeah, it's not a joke though. That's exactly how you say we're hiring. We're hiring is a really ridiculous way to say it. Since we talked about Walmart, let's go to Target, TGT. Under we're not hiring. Yeah, it's probably a not between the words over there. TGT. Very flat on the day, but in the positive direction. So that's a good thing overall. TGT not trying to go too far to the downside. I do want to say though, I don't think Target's as big as an inflation hedge as Walmart. You know what? Target's expensive. Target is like the rich people's store. In my opinion, at least.
I never been.
Every time I go in there, I feel bougie.
We have in Toronto?
We used to. We used to have Targets in Toronto, and they all got shut down because they weren't popular enough.
It's like Home Sense?
Oh, no. It's a little bit like Walmart-y, but it's like a higher-end Walmart.
I see.
Yeah, higher-end Walmart for sure. IMF is live, so looks like the International Monetary Fund Conference is now live. Thank you, chat, for letting us know. There we go. Yeah, there. Hey, JP, Papa Powell in the seat, baby.
And my favorite anchor in there.
Sorry?
Blondie anchor.
This one?
Yes, I love her.
Oh, this is a CNBC girl.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying. I love her.
My favorite CNBC anchor is this one right here. Silvana Hanau. She's cute. She's cute. Silvana Hanau? Silvana Hanau.
She's new, no?
I don't know. Every time she has a what's it called, the pre-market prep report coming in, I just have to watch the report. But
we don't want to know what else you have to do, you know?
No, I'm trying to activate the live caption for this. So let me just do that. Turn on live caption. Hopefully it does not give me live caption for market movers and does it for IMF instead. It says downloading, so let's see. Hey, there we go. We got live caption for the IMF. We're golden, baby. Awesome. We'll put it right here. That's moving real fast.
Markets are not really doing anything.
Indeed. I mean, I expected this, right? I did say I don't think markets move too much off this because it's not a FOMC move. It's not a decision being happening for the rate. But if it does, if he says anything crazy along the words like, we're going to do something crazy, then obviously markets are going to react off of that.
So many crazy things are happening every day, so I feel like hard to surprise.
Indeed. Brad killing two birds with one stone with that pre-market show. Hey, you know it, baby. You know it.
No,
right.
Like honestly, I'm saying nobody will be able to read those captions.
You think I am? You think I'm reading it? You think I'm reading it? That's real fast. Those captions are moving really fast. But yeah, Target, we covered Target. Let's also go to Costco. Since we are talking about Walmart, Target, let's go to Costco. Costco not looking like Walmart at all. Actually, the opposite of Walmart today, down 1.3%, getting beat up on this side, and actually pushing to the downside is what Walmart doing. So let me go Costco. How close to all-time high is Costco? Because it should be pretty close. Yeah, it's at it. Yeah, exactly. We're only like $10 away from it. So it's very much like Walmart over here on Costco. Very much like Walmart. I wish I remembered that I traded Walmart yesterday, so I could have traded Walmart today the same way. But obviously, it's not going to give you the same ranges as yesterday, but a beautiful opportunity to short in front of all-time high, which is 160.50. Walmart. JP Morgan. Let's go check out what the banks are looking like today for sure. JP Morgan currently with 5 million shares traded flat on the day. Let's also quickly go over to XLF because that's a way better indication of what the overall financial sectors are doing today, and looks like for the most part to the downside, down 0.66% on the financial ETF. We looked at JP Morgan. Let's quickly go to Goldman Sachs and even Wells Fargo, WFC. There we go. Goldman Sachs actually bringing down, looks like the financial ETF single-handedly down 1%. And what's the other one we said? WFC. What is Wells Fargo looking like today? I'm expecting also a downwards move indeed, but not as steep as a move as Goldman looking like. So look, I think Goldman also is the #1 weighted basket of that ETF, I believe, XLF ETF. I think it's I do remember pulling this up, but I'm just trying to fill time while I'm pulling this up at the moment. So here it is. There we go. Wait, I was wrong. Wow. No, I wasn't. Here we go. These are the weightages I'm looking at. So JP Morgan 9%. Where's Goldman? Goldman's only 2%. So I thought Goldman would be the one dragging them down. Obviously not. Goldman's only 2% of the XLF. The biggest ones are Berkshire, JP, Bank of America, and Wells Fargo. So Bank of America, BOFA, what's their ticker? BAC on New York. These guys are also, big time down today, almost down 0.5%, and bringing down the ETF along with it. Let's go over to another ETF sector, NVIDIA, AMD, Micron. Let's go check these guys out. NVIDIA today, obviously, man, the semiconductor ETF stocks in general have been struggling quite a bit. There was something on the watch list for another semiconductor stock. I think it was LATM or something. I can't remember the ticker. So let me just pull this up. But yeah, NVIDIA, AMD. You guys already see what the boy Sean over there is doing on AMD, shorting the crap out of it. LRCX, Lam Research, which lost 1%. Another semiconductor stock. Lam Research, LRCX. LRCX, $400 stock, and was down, it says what, 1.3% in pre-market, and now we're looking at 1.7. So it just goes to show how these semiconductor stocks are struggling currently. SOXX on NASDAQ. Yep, that's the one. SOXX on NASDAQ. What are we looking at today? Down 1.61% on the overall semiconductor ETF. Usually, Micron holds up better than NVIDIA and AMD. Let's see if it does today. It did not hold up better. How about Intel? We know Intel for sure holds up better than all of them combined. And, even Intel today had a nice little down move for only 0.3% though. But for Intel, that's a pretty big move for Intel. I always see Intel just trading sideways the whole day and doing nothing. So Intel also getting dragged down with the power in the fist of NVIDIA and AMD and even Micron. You have something?
I'm just trying to find out something maybe interesting people talk about, and just as you said, semiconductors, and someone really want us to take a look at J&J, Johnson & Johnson.
J&J. I keep typing J&G. I'm like, why can't I pull it up? What's wrong with me? No, J&J, Johnson's & Johnson's. Man, I can't remember the last time I had to use any of their products. I guess you use their products without even knowing it because they're all over the place, right?
I think we're using cream for kids.
I remember using the baby powder.
Something like this.
Yeah.
I'm not using powder. I'm using cream sometimes.
The cream, yeah. I mean, my mom. I remember I still have memories of my mom just slapping the powder all across our bodies when we were babies. I still have the memory of that.
That's cute.
But eventually, when I grew up, I was like, I hated the feeling of that baby powder. I just hated the roughness.
Until what age did they put you into?
No,
powder?
I hate roughness of the feeling of roughness. I just hate it. Yeah, I hate that. I hate the roughness feeling on my body. That's why I'm always lotioned up. Like you see me always
Yeah.
slapping lotion on my hand too.
I will literally come buy the powder and try it because I want to understand the feeling of having powder.
It's very chalky. It's like ugh, I'm cringing right now even thinking about it. But no, Johnson & Johnson's, something that I was actually going to look up right now is Unilever, a Johnson & Johnson's thing. Unilever company, is it their own thing? Unilever. Are they their own thing, or are they part of Johnson & Johnson's? No, they're their own thing. Never mind. All right. Anyways, coming back to Johnson & Johnson's, actually looking very flat today. I believe the relative volume will be less than 0.05, which is just to show how there's no one trading it. Ooh, just slightly above 0.5. So there are, but still, anytime below 1, it means there's no trade going on to make use of. And look at it. It's trading in a nice little consolidation range. There is a setup that you could take advantage of, which is scalping the range nonstop until the range breaks. But obviously, if you're a day trader, you want to be capitalizing on moves like Facebook, which Sean did today. $12 in the money, all the way to the lower day of 189.66, and you know, still holding some for a possible bigger glory move into the sour hour. If the sour hour comes in and takes the market even lower than we are looking at right now, Facebook could just go even more to the downside. Nasdaq went from being up 1 full percent on the day to almost down 1 full percent now. We're looking at 0.8% to the downside, but that's the idea. Nasdaq turned around completely, and S&P 500 followed along with it, and down goes almost every other stock in my portfolio except for Apple now. Apple's the only thing that is basically green in my account, and everything else is just goes, yeah, forget you, Pratt. Thank you for the free money. Yoinkies. They put it in their pocket and they ran away with it. So thank you, market makers. Ooh, market. Wow. See ya, goes Sean on the other side. Yeah, there goes market. I guess I was talking too much about Apple being positive because now Apple is about to turn negative on the day, and they're about to burn me on that side too. Let's go talk about some Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, because I know Miss V mentioned Mara and then we got sidetracked by something else, maybe about 30 minutes or so. So Bitcoin actually was up 3% at one point today.
Yeah.
It was up 3.
Yeah, crazy.
It was up 3% at one point today, and now I'm looking at 0.6. So look at that move on. Oh no, Bitcoin! What, you were at 43K today? Insane. So crypto, Bitcoin literally touched 43K to the dot, exactly to the dot, and pushed back to the downside. Now we're looking at only a 0.5% green side on Bitcoin instead of a 3% up move on Bitcoin. So it looks like even cryptocurrencies got beat up on the day today, along with the overall market. Now Ethereum actually negative. Ethereum was also up 3%, I believe. Solana flat on the day. Cardano is up by 0.8, and Dogecoin and Shiba both in the negative territories by 1.2 and 0.2% respectively. I think that's the word.
Pratt, here's from Brandon. Powell committed to using tools to get inflation back to 2%.
Oh, so that's the headline over there coming in. So yeah, using tools such as turning on the printer or turning off the printer and making people work hard for it. So whatever the tools are, just goes to show the idea of inflation being at 8% is ridiculous. Last time it was 8%, I wasn't even born. I wasn't even alive. I wasn't even in a concept of being born. I wasn't even an idea, right? So this goes to show how much time has elapsed from the last time inflation was this high. Obviously, my man wants to bring it down to 2%. For him to do that, I don't know what type of tools he's got to be bringing in. Maybe quantitative easing for the next 15 years or something. I don't know what's going to happen. But clearly... Oh, Luca, Brankles is calling you. But yeah, so I don't know what type of tools that he's got to pull out of his bag of tricks over there for him to fight inflation from 8 to 2%. But just be ready, just be geared up. And this is why I told my dad, hey yo, stay away from the stock market. I know you got a nice little long on AMD at 100 2 times or 3 times now, but stay away from the market, because that 10 billion number, man, I'm still scared about that 10 billion number that came out not too long ago. That 10 billion number was the biggest in my life. And I think that was the biggest in Sean's life too. That I remember him saying that, right? Yeah, it was biggest in Sean's life. So forget my life. It was the biggest in Sean's trading career. Younger than me, bro. You look younger than me though with this new thumbnails
Not
that Liz is pushing
anymore.
out.
After you shaved the bird.
That's true. Let me put my bird back on my face, and I won't look young anymore.
By the way, Brad, I just wanted to bring it up. So 1,172 people participated in the poll about Elliott wave theory, where a majority is not even aware of this theory. 1,173 people. And we are now only at 700 likes. Guys, please, if you're again lurking in the background, please come, give us a like. We'd really appreciate that. It's like 40 minutes left until the end of this show. You will go back to Neil. Sorry, hopefully Neil will back also soon. He's sick right now. Just please support the community, smash the like button, help
A
Trader
more
TV
muscular
Live.
Neil today.
Right, much more.
So talking about the Elliott wave theories again, I just want to show you where that comes from. I believe it's right here. So I do have the notes for it. I remember studying about it. I remember even taking notes for it. But I never really liked the concept of Elliott wave theory as much as I liked what Arun, Sean, Brandon, Neil, Greg, all the people at work have taught me, which is the basics of learning how to read the tape and making trades off the tape and so on, right? So because of that, I've kind of just left a lot of these things that I've studied, such as candlestick patterns and look at all these notes that I have, like a bunch of candlestick patterns and a bunch of notes over other stuff and other books that I have read overall. This was my learning phase. This was when I was reading books after books after books to learn about trading. I have a bunch of resources, YouTube videos, Discord links, and whatnot, all put aside. Even now, to this date, every time I read a new book about trading, I add it into this list of resources and so on. And I urge everyone to do the same thing. So Elliott wave theory, for anyone who doesn't know, because apparently a lot of you don't know what it is, I would obviously love for you guys to have a own binder over there to keep track of your notes and so on. That way, if you ever forget something, it's at a fingertips click away to find your notes for you. Just fingertip ticks away.
Brad, just so quickly, both QQQ and Tesla, we jumped to the upside. Tesla looks like found bottom at 1030. Now we're nearing the 1040. Yeah, I mean, the move could be better, but let's see. I mean, if 1030 is our bottom on Tesla today, that would be awesome, which means like, so I can call you yesterday, I believe, or a day ago, we were talking about double bottoms, double tops. So here I can see that strong area 1030 on Tesla. So I really hope it's our low of the day.
I'll say this one thing. Obviously, the chat might not agree with this,
Okay.
because there's multiple ways to make money.
Okay.
But don't use double bottoms on 1 minute.
Interesting.
Double bottoms are better on on a larger time scale, maybe like 5, 15.
Yeah, on 15 I don't really see double bottom
Yeah.
in here.
So on 1 minute
Okay.
double bottom, it's good for intraday levels.
Yeah.
But that double bottom needs to be a really good double bottom if you're using on the 1 minute. So sometimes you will think like, oh, that's the double bottom and I'll trade it. But realistically, if you zoom out a little bit, it's just a level that you just like.
But if like on 15 minute, it might be a thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Interesting. I never knew. So
If it's
yeah.
a double bottom on the 15 and on the 1,
Yeah.
that's a trade.
Double
Right?
trouble?
Double trouble.
Okay, we will call it low of the day is 1030 on
Yeah.
Tesla.
Nothing wrong with it though. Like I said, like people in the chat might not like what I said about that.
No, we're
but
just-
if you have a setup around it, always go for that
Cool.
setup. Nothing wrong with that.
Awesome.
All right, where are we going to next? Redbox again. Oh my goodness. RDBX. I'm actually wondering if Powell said anything hawkish or hawkish? No, dovish. Sorry, dovish right after saying something hawkish, because the market made a nice little move back to 44.40 from the lows of looks like 44.22 or 44.21 on the S&P 500. So not sure if anything hawk is bad, dove is good. Yeah, I was waiting to see if he said anything dovish right after the hawkish note over there. to see if that was a reason for that pop, or maybe that was just short covering pop. Who knows? RDBX though, RDBX, man, once again taking out the high a day, still moving to the north side. I did mention if RDBX takes out the 350 level properly, we do have a possible move up to $5, or was it not 5? Yeah, it was, yeah, $5-6 areas over the coming week, or we only have 1 day left in this week, so maybe next week we can see those levels being tested. But once again, it's hard for me to be bullish about Redbox when Netflix is struggling. So it's really hard for me to be bullish about Redbox on that. Interest rates high, then the short fee are covering. Okay, ATER. Let me just go to ATER. ATER today up 1.69%. ATER on Nasdaq, correct. And relative volume on ATER while we're waiting for the chart to load. ATER relative volume is 1.55, so not bad, but not great either. But overall, look at the buying coming in slightly under VWAP, right? We got some buying coming in. We also have some resistances around $5, which is clear, but we got some good amount of support coming in around this 50 period EMA. But it looks like for the most part, they want to keep it below VWAP, which is not good for the intraday long traders on ATER, and obviously relative volume still above 1, which is a good thing for ATER in general. Prad, when the nuclear happens, we will only have Redbox for movies. The internet, I still think, is just a fad. What did Powell say? Powell committed to using tools to get inflation back down to 2%. So Powell wants to fight inflation, move it from $8 to $2, right? So that's what we're waiting to see. If $8 $2 8% to 2% on inflation is what Powell wants to fight for. But that's a big fight. That's a big fight. Way too big of a fight. CL. Let's go check out CL on New York. Is CL Colgate? No. What is CL? Yeah, it is Colgate.
Palmolive.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Colgate. What do you use to brush your teeth with?
Good question. I don't remember the name. I
How
just
do you
know
not know the
because I
company
know
you
just
brush?
how they look. I'll find out. Oh my
Okay,
God,
okay.
now people gonna think I don't brush my teeth. No, please.
Miss B
I
doesn't brush her
forgot.
teeth. No. I've never smelled anything bad coming from her body.
Same
I've
here.
never smelled her mouth, nor do I want to. You know, she has a boyfriend. I don't want to be anywhere close to that.
I think we're getting to.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Fun. But no, I brush with Sensodyne. You know that one? That's the one you use?
One because like it's like good for care, like for your.
Apparently, it's very
gums.
bad for your teeth.
No way. Who
Like
said?
if you don't have sensitive teeth and you use that, it's bad for you. You're supposed to use it if you have sensitive teeth. Apparently.
Where did you find that?
Google. I read an article. They're like, oh, Sensodyne, blah, 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 blah,
Yeah.
but you're only supposed to use it if you have weak teeth. If your teeth are good and you're young and so on, apparently you're not supposed to be using that.
But how it's gonna? Yeah, they have. different-
Pronamel?
Oh.
Okay.
Pronamel.
Okay.
Okay, next time I buy Pronamel.
Yeah, because my mom just buys the Costco brand. You get like 3 in a big tube, and they're like this
I
big
think
tube
it's
that lasts
Sensodyne.
forever.
Let me
Yeah,
check.
Sensodyne. Anyways, talk about Colgate. I'm sorry, I got distracted over there. Colgate today, another big move on Colgate. So yesterday, I actually traded Colgate a little bit. On the imbalance, Colgate came out as a big buy. You guys saw that. But sadly, that whole buy got paired off, and I took a beating on that trade. I lost some money on that into the close. But what can you do? Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose them, right? So Colgate today, another big move coming off yesterday's move in general, piggybacking off yesterday's move and bumping up a little bit more. Looks like we want to go test this 83 areas on Colgate, maybe tomorrow, maybe next week, who knows when, but it is trying to get back up there. What else is trying to get back up there is actually the futures right now, which is trucking in a whole new fashion to the north side after that big drop we just got. Everyone just went, whoa. We heard the whole floor went, whoa. I went, whoa. I hit the whoa, right? Everything crazy was happening at once over there when Powell said we're going to fight inflation in a drastic way. But look at this reversal candle, though. Reversal move all the way back to 44.40 on the S&P 500 now, which is actually good. Let's see if S&P 500 can continue this move all the way back to at least flat territories and then maybe get to the green side. I don't think we get back to the green side today, especially after giving back all that move, but it would be nice to see the markets come back to some normality, some reality at least, come back to the high side. Showed Pratt some illegal street racing last night. Yeah, you and Mark Rowland? Is that his name? Our boy Marlon.
I'm like, who?
Marlon, there you go. I'm thinking about Marlon. You and Marlon sent me that, but I'm gonna be honest. I was lame. Maybe I saw it for like a couple seconds. I was like, that was lame. I was like, what am I watching? And also, the not cool Pratt of me kicked in, where I was like, that's pretty annoying for other drivers on the street. Like, you guys just blocked off the street. It was street racing, Miss V. So these Alex, Enzo, and Marlon sent me a Instagram video of street racers. People literally blocked off the streets and they're racing, and you hear people honking in the back. I'm just thinking, if I was a driver on that street getting blocked off, it's 10 o'clock at night. All I want to do is go home. I want to go home, beat my wife. I'm joking. I don't have a
Brush
wife.
your teeth
Brush
with
my teeth.
Sensodyne.
Brush my teeth with Sensodyne. Play my video games and go to bed and wake up the next day morning. But instead, have 15 cars in front of me trying to race each other. I would find that annoying.
Yeah, so
I would find that
here,
annoying.
I would be pretty mad.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, you mentioned also you don't think we're gonna get back to positive territory, meaning markets, I believe. But look, Tesla never went negative today, so we're still up more than 6% on the day. And guys, we broke that 1040. Let's see if we will be able to hold strong above that 1040 level. And again, I personally for myself don't see trading here yet, but we are definitely showing some strength to go higher. So yeah, if we break that 1040, maybe I would give it, like, again, I would do the same. If you guys want to get long in that one, I would do the same what I was doing in the morning. Get in, take a few dollars, get out, then get in again when you see the Tesla again trying. Like, I would do something like this, but like to get in and hold really into like even VWAP, I wouldn't do so. Honestly, I feel like markets are weak. Tesla is strong, but markets are weak today.
Someone got my beat my wife joke that I mentioned a couple seconds ago. That's hilarious. At least someone noticed it. IBM, I see IBM.
I noticed it.
You noticed it?
I was sitting laughing here.
But like nobody in chat noticed it, which is good because that was actually a bad joke.
And it was, that's why I was laughing.
That's exactly. I was like, someone had noticed it. All right, IBM being called out in the chat. International. What did Sean say? International what machine? Buyback machine? I found that one hilarious. International buyback machine. I never heard that one before. Obviously, for anyone who's seen the movie War, IBM doesn't mean anything. It doesn't have a meaning behind it. No, that's for anyone who knows the movie, you know what I'm talking about. IBM, man. Yeah, beautiful move on IBM. We saw the earnings report coming in yesterday, which was the main catalyst that pushed it from, what was it? From 131 to 139 almost. So big move on IBM over there yesterday, and they're just piggybacking on that trade, coming back to the north side over here. And actually they have the 201 billion 201 billion buyback. So this is what Sean over the last 25 years, yeah. $201 billion of buyback. So wow, international buyback. I get it now. This makes a lot more sense. So yeah, look at this. Big oof. I think my uncle still works for IBM as a programmer and a project manager. I think so. I'm not sure. Every time I go to America, he just buys me like the craziest toys. And this was obviously when I was a kid. So
I'm jealous. I want to go to America too. One
we'll
day, hopefully.
November 2023, Formula One. Las
Let's
Vegas.
go. Let's go. Brad, also I wanted to show you the list of top 10 traders from yesterday. And here we go. Look at these gains. Again, guys, we don't know who these people are, where they're located. We only know their P&L and what markets they were trading. For sure, Prad is number one. That we know because just Prad told me secretly. 108,000 profit trading American markets, Canada, AMEX, Chicago. Second place, 20,000 trading European markets. Third place, fourth place, 14,000 profit trading Nasdaq New York. Fifth place, 13, New York. So, and we also have someone trading OTC and CSE, 8,900 profit. Great job, proud to be part of Day Trade the World, and just amazing. Someone made yesterday $100,000. Isn't that great?
What's a Ghost G is asking what's a buyback? So a buyback is right here. You can any type of terminologies. One of the best websites I've found to date is actually Investopedia.com. But obviously you can use other websites of your own. So I put the link in the chat for whoever asked the question. I think it was Ghost G. So a buyback is basically when a company buys back the shares of their own stock from other investors such as myself or so on. Whoever it is that wants to sell their shares to, they can sell it. They're just buying it from the open market. They're buying back their shares, and this way they're raising the value of their own company because now the company owns more of their own stock. So the company just owns more of their own stock in general. Companies do that all the time, especially around earnings or even after earnings to create more value for the company themselves. It could be for dilution purposes, could be for inflation purposes, whatever it is. But overall, buyback is seen as a good thing. And I believe it's seen as a good thing. So what the heck am I looking at? With the earnings report yesterday, which was a beautiful catalyst, and with the buyback over here coming in for IBM, both reasons for the stock to do what it's doing at the moment, which is moonshot north direction, moonshot, and okay. No available camera. I'm trying to set up. Wow. Maybe if I shake it back, they come back. Oh, they did come back. What? Let's go. Yeah, I was just trying to set up a snap camera. Maybe I'll set it up for tomorrow for some funny images or something.
Talking about that IBM looks, we're having a lot of sellers in here at 1-for-1 level. So looks appealing for me for a short opportunity.
Inflate the equity portion of the balance sheet with treasury, not quite right. That is increasing value of the company. It reduces market cap, which many use as proxy. Thank you, fake account, for elaborating on buybacks. Powell talking market drops, panel switches to somebody else, market pops. Is that actually true? That'd be ridiculous if it is true. That's hilarious. But yeah, obviously, it could be something behind it. Could have substance behind what you just said. Could very well be something behind it for sure. All right. Powell's speech will bring market drop. I mean, yeah, we are sadly back to the downside right now on the market. Officially down 0.5% on S&P 500, down 0.8, almost 1% on the Nasdaq, which was actually up 1 full damn percent on the day. How do you do that, market? Why would you do that, market? So Apple now going much lower than 170, which is what we were at earlier. Microsoft 286, I believe. No, 286 got taken out. I want to even remove this dead cat right now off my mic because I don't even know what else to do. I just feel like throwing something across the room because Microsoft breaking 286 is a big thing. That's a big thing for Microsoft too. So everything's getting cracked with the whip right now. And if Microsoft and Apple can't hold up, why the heck would Facebook or AMD hold up? Actually, Facebook's still holding up at this 190s. The support coming in at 190 on Facebook is immense, drastic, bonkers. What other adjectives could I use? Adjective is the right word, right? Adjective is action doing verb. I believe adjectives are...
Anyways, guys, be sure when you go back to Arun, Sean, and Brandon definitely will break down everything what Paul said, what are good things, what are bad, and so on. If you missed for any reason, Brandon will highlight what was mainly said by Powell during this talk.
All right, I'm just learning English over here at the same time while talking about stock market, trying to
I
see
do
what
this every
adjectives
day,
are.
man.
Yeah, using Google Translate.
I always have Google Translate open.
I know.
You guys like on the chat also love using like slang words or something, or like, and I'm like, ugh.
Well, you know what we need for you? We need to do a Google Pixel phone because that translates live.
So like I put it in the ear.
Yeah, like it translates live because you can just have the phone sitting
Yeah.
out and anything I say will automatically translate to whatever language you want. Russia,
Nice.
Indian, whatever language.
I'm pretty sure you can put it like on iPhone also. Like I would put my ear.
No. So the difference, you can, you're not wrong. You can. It's called, it's Google Translate.
Yeah.
It does it. But the difference is the new Google Pixel phone has a AI chip in it. So it's like a little bit of AI implemented into it, whereas the software is not that much AI into
Yeah,
it.
pretty
Software is
sad.
pretty low end compared to the chip on the phone.
Nice.
Yeah. But I know you're an Apple girl, so it's all good.
Yeah, probably just will be easier for me to learn English.
I was actually watching something on Instagram. You know those Korean K-pop girls?
Yep.
So this K-pop girl walks up to a fan in front of the stage, and she was about to pick up his phone to take a picture of herself like this, like with the crowd in the back. She picks up the phone. She sees it's an Apple phone. She gives it back. She says, "I can't take it," because she is under contract to only hold Samsung phones because Korea. She's under contract to only hold Samsung phones. She cannot hold an iPhone.
I mean, if they pay her $1 million, why not?
Oh, they pay her tons of money. The same thing happened with Gal Gadot. You know who Gal Gadot is?
Who?
Wonder Woman. The
Yeah.
Wonder Woman actress.
Actress? Okay.
So she had a partnership with like Huawei or OnePlus or something, but she never had a OnePlus. She had an iPhone. She took a picture with iPhone, and then MKBHD, which is a big tech guy, he called her out on it. He's like, don't you have a partnership with like Huawei or like OnePlus? Why are you holding an iPhone? She banned him. Her contract with that phone company died off. So yeah, it's very important to know who your contracts are.
I mean, if Gucci or Louis Vuitton want me to wear only their stuff and not any, I mean, it will be really hard for me, but we can negotiate and make up something. So Gucci, call me.
Miss V telling you how it is. That's Louis Vuitton. If you want us with more Louis Vuitton gear, sponsor us. We're right here.
Imagine why would ever on earth Louis Vuitton sponsor us?
They might, Miss V. They might. You
You're
never
sitting
know.
in the chair. You can't even see your clothes.
A full shirt that just says LV, LV, LV.
Scarf.
Yeah,
or
a scarf.
hat?
I'll wear a
Yeah,
scarf
you're
at the
right.
show. Screw it.
Or maybe Gucci glasses. We can wear every
Cartier
show
glasses?
different, right? Every day different.
Come on, shower me, brands. Where you at? Where you at? Yeah, all fun and games aside, you know, just trying to make the entertainment a little bit more, make the environment a little bit more entertaining. But right now, what's entertaining me right now is watching Facebook take out 190 to the downside one more time. Only 20 cents away from the lower day on Facebook, so still going lower. Looks like our boy Sean over there is going to turn a $12 winner into a $15 winner or more, especially because the market wants to continue going back to the downside. So here comes S&P 500 once again back to the downside to test the lower days, which is currently 44.22, and we're trading at 44.30s. So only about 8 points away from lower day on the S&P 500. Nasdaq also down on the day now, and a couple points away from the lower day over there, same as S&P 500. So Facebook obviously trying to see if we can find support, continuously find support at 190 the way it has all day, or it does it finally break to the downside and give Sean the $15 winner, $20 winner, which would be great obviously to look at. Daddy Powell did not turn the printer on today. Is the meeting done? it doesn't look like it's done. We're still there. I'm not sure what time this ends. For anyone that does know when it ends, please feel free to put that in the chat. So they're still talking, and it looks like he hasn't yet to turn the printer on for anybody. So when the printer does turn on, or if the printer does turn on, might be some moves for us to capitalize on. But as I mentioned, I don't think we get too big of a move off of this meeting over here that we're noticing, except we did. One small move happened not too long ago to the downside when he said that he wants to fight inflation and bring it down to 2%. Número dos.
10?
2, Miss V.
Sorry.
Where'd you get 10 out of those?
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, dos. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I don't know where.
1, 2, 3. Come on, Miss V. Nice try, though. Nice try. It's okay. You're not Spanish. How do you say 1, 2,
Hiring.
3 in Russian?
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Один, два, три.
Yeah.
All right. Один, два, три.
1, 2, 3.
Let's go. Dos sakes. Yeah, I don't always drink alcohol, but when I'm drinking, it's dos sakes.
And now it looks like you are, right? Seem to be a little bit.
I think I'm drunk today for sure, because I don't know what I'm doing at the moment, man. All right.
Anyways, I don't see that any like crazy move happened, guys. That's why it won't be interrupting you. Please make sure you like this video. We have, I would love to say in German or like, which language were? No, uno, dos, tres. It's not it's Spanish. Yeah, tell us how to say 1,000 in Spanish. We really wanted 1,000 likes. Still around 14 minutes left until the end of this exciting show. So yes, guys, please support the community. Smash the like button. Be kind.
JD is asking me, what did I shoot yesterday? It's too embarrassing to even answer, man. The first hole's green was so bad. It was like on a 90-degree angle. Everyone's ball just kept rolling away from us. Every time you would shoot it, it just rolled back. You would shoot it, it would roll back. I had 10 on a par 3 on the first hole. The second hole, I had like 8. Then I had 6. Then I had 4, 4, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, 4, 6, 4, 5, all the way through. So on a par 3, I literally didn't even do handicap. I was like 15 over handicap or something. So yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at golf without a doubt. Dominic Famularo, my boy Dominic, called out some stocks over here. BRQS, I'm guessing he meant BROS, but we'll try both of them. But before that, he mentioned SWVL. SWVL with 12 million shares traded today, trying to go back up right now along with the market. Market moving up, SWVL moving up 83% on the day, and trying to stay above VWAP. Let's see how SDVL trades around this $8 price, which happens to be the first halt price. No, not the first halt, sorry. This was the first halt. This was the second halt. This was the third halt. So the third halt price around $8. I'm expecting that to be a little bit of a resistance first, and then probably break past that because of the rise up in volume. Look at this rise in volume over here, showing you that the buyers are stepping up and volume is increasing in general. So SWVL, BRQS, let's see if this is a stock. It is indeed. So he wasn't talking about Dutch Bros, he's talking about BRQS indeed. So 16% up on this one. Looking a lot similar like SWVL over there in terms of how volume is shaping. Volume is picking back up for the after lunchtime. Obviously volume is picking back up, and it is getting ready to move back up right now to see what it wants to do, maybe with the 40-cent barrier. Keep in mind it's a penny stock, obviously, so I'm not sure how much of a room we'll see on this penny stock currently. That's actually really good for your first couple times. I'll take it. Thank you. Yeah, this was my 5th time, Amir. So I was obviously very upset. I'm very competitive. Duh, I'm a gamer. I'm very competitive, so when I'm watching Spencer, Ian, Brandon, all these boys come up there and just land birdies, like Ian actually got a birdie, a nice birdie. So congratulations to Ian on that birdie. And when I'm watching these 6 feet boys over here just smash these clubs all day, and I'm sitting there missing like the first 5 swings and hitting the 6th swing, upsets me a little bit. But no, thank you very much for saying that. Shut up. Nobody asked you, Mr. Birdie. He said you had some good shots.
Mr. Who?
Birdie. A birdie is when you hit one under the basic limit of the course. So for on that course, every hole you get 3 shots to get into the hole. He got it in 2 shots, which is pretty hard. For me, my first time on the first hole, I took 10 shots instead of 3. I took 10 shots to get in. I was like, this is ridiculous.
I'm Team Prad on that.
Team Prad, yay!
I actually now know how to say in Spanish. Listen to this. Necesitamos 1000 likes, por favor. It says we need 1000 likes, please.
Ooh.
So, guys, if you're from Spain, please kind of my effort and give that like.
E for effort. I hit hole-in-ones. All right, well, we got to golf with you because if you hit a hole-in-one, apparently you buy drinks for everybody at your circle. So, yo, let's go together. You buy all the drinks for us every time. Let's go. I know it's hard. But I can't help not be competitive. But at the end of the day, I enjoyed it a lot. I had a lot of fun. First time golf with a lot of these boys. My legs still sore, so I'm probably going to, crimp walk my way home or something. I don't know. We'll see. If doing a lot of long scalping and long, example Tesla, the Tesla graph looks great. However, the NASDAQ is going to resistance levels. Should it be closed? I don't really understand that question, my boy, but I think what you're asking is, should I be scalping long on Tesla when NASDAQ is near resistance? Technically, no. You want NASDAQ to be at support. That way you can scalp your longs or build for a long position on, let's say, Apple, Microsoft, Tesla, whatever it is. So if you think NASDAQ is near resistance, which obviously we all believe it is, the 14,000 level. So if you are looking for a bump in Tesla, you could get a couple nice bumps here and there, but for the most part, the overall trend in the market is toward the downside. So I would probably just be a little patient to see how the market behaves at 14,000 level. Brush teeth. Yeah, she does. Stop making fun of her.
I'm moving to Spain now because our Spanish here said my pronunciation was
Ooh la la.
Oh, yeah.
Muito bueno. No, that's Italian. That's Italian.
Hola.
How do you, muy bueno.
Hola.
Hola is, yeah, that's Spanish.
¿Cómo estás, señorita?
That's Spanish.
Here we go.
Yeah.
I'm moving to Spain, everybody.
Yeah, baby. All right, where are we going to? Too many snowmans on Prad's cards. Hey, man, it's winter's over. I got to build a snowman somewhere, right? I got to build a snowman somewhere. Barcelona. Or you're going to go work with Louis? Louis in Barcelona?
Yeah, I will take my Louis. We'll join Louis in Barcelona and we will go there. I actually have been in Barcelona, but I was like around 14 years old.
Fancy.
Yeah, and like I forgot that names. Like so, if you're from Spain, guys, you have the things and you do like clap, 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 and they sing like flamingo with those. So
What are you talking about?
It's like a tool, like instrument.
Oh, they make noises? Like
Yes,
clap,
like
claps?
crab.
Okay. I thought you were talking about like maracas or something. No. Not sure what that is. Only 800 likes and we have 8 minutes left. Come on, guys. Looks like today will maybe.
That breaks my heart.
Yeah, today will be the day we don't hit 1K, but that's fine. Where are we going to?
Castanas, they called. Castanas. You got me,
Finger
guys.
symbols, castanas. Okay. A lot of Spanish enthusiasts in the chat
I know,
over here.
I knew we have so many Spanish viewers. So I will work on my Spanish.
Yeah. Those are called castanets. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you,
No,
thank
it's
you,
called
thank
Miss V the Crab.
you. Who's reporting after the bell? Yeah, I think Miss V covered that, but we could show you
Yeah,
one more time if she
definitely.
has it ready. She does.
So again, guys, American Express. So American Express, like two, I think, biggest. The American Express tomorrow before the open, and let me check if Snap after the close today. Snapchat actually today after the close. So we're looking for Snapchat. Let me check real quick on Snap. Snapchat. Oh, come on. 4:10 p.m.
Okay, so 4:10 again on Snapchat also. So for the most part, most of these companies just report at 4:10-ish or so. So we'll just have to wait to see what happens on Snapchat. I'm expecting a big down move on Snapchat, but I'm not saying make a trade off of that. Please please don't go making a YOLO trade off Snapchat. And then if it doesn't go your way, don't come yelling at me, right? So the idea is always wait for the report to come out, study the report, bang the trade. Greg actually did this on Netflix earnings day. I was obviously sick at home, so I didn't even know Greg did this, or I would have been able to talk to you about it. Greg waited for the earnings report to come out, but he just read the tape. He read the tape when the earnings report came out, and he got short, and he made $40 per share. $40 per share on the short off earnings report. But imagine you were long before earnings and you did not have a stop, and that happens, right? So crazy stuff might happen in a second on these earnings reports. The stocks will whipsaw all over the place. I always urge people to wait for the report to actually come out and then make the trade off of that before deciding to get into the trade, and then deciding if you want to take the loss or hold the winner for a little bit more because of greed and so on, right? So just be careful on whatever earnings report comes out over this. I think Snapchat crushes the downside based on the last earnings report, decline in user base and so on, and I haven't heard anything new coming out of their augmented reality workshop that they have going over there. So I'm expecting a little bit to the downside, obviously. Pratt, how's SoFi going? Ooh, SoFi is bad, man. SoFi is bad. But like I mentioned earlier in the show, whenever, I don't know who asked earlier in the morning, by like around 11 o'clock or so, doesn't matter to me because we're holding this for the long term, right? We're in there for the long haul. We're here for the long time, for the big time. I'm here for a good time, not for a long time. But no, realistically, I'm here for a good time and for a long time. So we'll see when SoFi can manage to get back to the upside for us. We'll love it. But right now, SoFi absolutely getting beat up. Biden had something to do with the what's the word I'm looking for? Child loans, not child loans, student loans. There you go. Student loans relief come in and burning SoFi a little bit. Two right, Trader Pratt long. Two right, Trader Pratt long. I'm not sure what that means. Are you talking about a stock name long? Snap at 5 p.m. It's 4:10 Eastern, so I'm not probably at 5 for whatever your time period is. 4:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Just trapped on SoFi. I know I'm bagged on SoFi right now. We gotta ban this guy. Well, I'm gonna put you in a timeout because you've been spamming all day and I haven't done a timeout. You did it?
Yeah.
Nice. SoFi is going to get paid from student loans or from the Fed. Hopefully the Fed is the one who bails them out, but clearly student loan relief is not going to help SoFi because a lot of students are going to be relieved from their loans, obviously. Everyone who owns SoFi is trapped. I mean, you're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about SoFi bag holding people at the moment, but I'm in here for the long haul. I'm fine with that. Baba is like bag holding people too. A lot of penny stocks are bag holding people too. There's a lot of stocks bag holding a lot of people right now. It's the time of the time of the market. We can't expect market to just keep on ripping every single year back to back to back to back. We got to see some normality coming in, especially when interest rates are 8% or inflation's at 8%.
By the way, let's see if your double bottom on Tesla on 15-minute chart will work out in here, because looks like could be. And ladies and gentlemen, 2 minutes left until we will go back to Brandon, Arun, and Sean. I'm super excited to see and hear what they are trading and where trading. Also their view on Powell's speech, what Brandon will break down for you from that. And also just 20 more likes to 1K. Guys, again, I remind you, I had a real quick recap. I caught that move to the upside for Tesla. It's my most profitable day since I started live trading. I believe it's like my fourth or fifth live day. So if you want to support me, also smash that like button. If you want to support Pratt being back, please smash the like button. If you want to wish Neil to recover from his sickness and come back as soon as possible, smash the like button. It's exchange of positive energy, and it will be definitely, as Elizabeth Goodyear says, +1 to your trading karma.
+1 to the trading karma indeed. Yeah, not much time left over here, so I guess we're just gonna wait for this 1K. We're only 5 likes away. I thought we're not gonna hit it because we were at 850 today with only 10 minutes left. So in 10 minutes, you guys managed to get up to almost 200 likes over there. Pretty insane. So thank you for everyone who is doing that. It's time for the shimmy, baby. 1K back to back, never
We did
failing.
it! Oh my god.
Never failing, never
I thought we
failing.
were gonna do a file. Okay, we will do shimmy.
Yeah, thank you,
You're doing
thank
that
you
shimmy
so.
too cool. Like,
Which
you
one?
know, you're like too cool with that shimmy.
Too cool?
Yeah.
I'm just doing a normal shimmy. This
Especially
is-
from the side.
Just, oh, because you see a better angle, probably. Oh, maybe. Okay, fair, fair. I won't try to outshine you. I'm sorry, Miss. We know that
Ooh,
was.
Tesla breaking down.
Tesla,
so do
indeed.
markets.
Yeah, let's throw it over to the closing show, guys. Come back tomorrow, obviously. Same place, same time. You know what it do. We love you. Paka
Paka
paka.
paka.